Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. What's going on? Christian Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live. Got the Egg Bowl on. We just wrapped up the Raiders and Cowboys, and man, the Cowboys lost. Yes. Nobody likes the Cowboys except Cowboys fans. Let's just be honest. They're like the Clemson or Alabama of football. It's just whether they're good or not, you just don't, unless you're a fan, you don't like them. So it's good to see the Raiders get that win. I just think it's funny. Honestly, I really don't hate the Cowboys or the fans. I really don't. I'm sure they are obnoxious, but it's funny to see Stephen A. Smith get excited over a loss. It's just funny as hell to me, honestly. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We got them hopping in early. What's up, Will? What's up, Wisconsin? Neo. Roll Tide. Ames, Iowa. Jeff Webster. What's up, buddy? Roll Tide to you. Let's go beat Auburn. What's up, Neo? Will Thorogood. We got you guys in here. What's up? I'll drop the StreamYard link here in a minute. I have to work on Saturday. I got to work tomorrow too. But here's what I have for Saturday. I go in. Let me put it in Eastern time for you guys because I know that's like the main time that we base football games on. 4:30 Eastern, 3 o'clock, 3:30 my time. So out the door maybe around 3:45 Eastern. Of course, 2:45 for myself. So what does that mean? I mean, I'll be here for the noon games. Maybe I could do something, maybe go live. It's not a guarantee. We'll see what's going on. But I should be here for the noon games, such as like Ohio State and Michigan. You have that one. You got – what else do we have? Some noon games. Baylor, Texas Tech. Could be interesting. Florida, Florida State. Miami, Duke. There's really not a whole lot of good noon games. All the other ones, I mean, Tennessee, Vandy's at 3:45 Eastern. The Iron Bowl, of course, 3:30 CBS game. 4 o'clock Eastern, Wisconsin, who's 14, at unranked Minnesota. That could be something. Keep your eye, though. The key night game I'm watching, obviously, this is to unless could they rematch? I don't know. But you got Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Both are still very much alive to make the playoffs. And then I'm looking forward to and these games will probably, like the Oklahoma State, Clemson, South Carolina. It's good to have those rivalries back. I mentioned I did a preview, at least talked about it, and then I kind of clipped it for you guys of the Palmetto Bowl. I got South Carolina in this one, which quite honestly is weird to say. It's not a South Carolina's that good, but I really do think Clemson's that down this year that I think maybe South Carolina would take advantage of it and go forward and go win in Columbia this year. But maybe, and I'm careful about saying this, does Clemson get back to what we're used to seeing, if not get better next season and going forward? Can they get back to the top of college football? That's a big question. I'm not going to bet any savings or nothing on that. That's something. Sorry. That's something I don't want to mess with. So, what's up, Trenches? Says he's so full. What's up, Dominic, Jeff, Neo, Will? Good to see everybody, Wisconsin sports fan. I love y'all. It's good to see y'all. LW, what's up, buddy? Roll Tide. Happy Thanksgiving. Just got back from my mom's. Fat and happy now. Going to catch this defense. Defensive all the way, man. I thought this would be a shootout. I think I picked, and I even, when I previewed it, I said, it'll be a shootout. It won't be like the the 7 overtimes or anything like that, but I'm like maybe 45 to 41 or something. I don't know. But this is crazy, man. There's some good defense in this game that I didn't expect. Of course, I mean, there's some improvement from both teams defensively, but the offenses have really been key for the teams this year. I'll drop the link here in a second, too. Give me 1 second. I might. Screw it. I'll take it to my room because I don't want to get too loud and wake up my grandparents or whatever. What's up, Lizard? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Howdy, howdy. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing okay. Love y'all. I haven't met anyone off YouTube yet, but I need to meet some of y'all in person for sure. Give me 1 second. I'm going to move this to my room, and I'll drop the link, and we'll get you guys on. Give me 1 second. So let me move this to the right position. Get this chair cleared out. I don't know why I keep my jackets in it. Give me 1 second. All right, we good. Oh, I dropped the link for you guys. Let's hang out. Apologize for all that. I probably should have started in here anyway, but I had the egg bowl on. That's a bold one right there, Wisconsin. Georgia, Ohio State, Cincy, and a one-loss Notre Dame. Man, that's a bold call. I really don't know about I don't know if a one-loss Notre Dame will get in. What's up, Will?
What's up, Ballard? How you doing?
Good. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Yeah. What's your favorite food?
Turkey.
There you go. Yeah, respect on that. Respect.
Yeah.
What do you think about this one here? Do you think okay, Bama, Michigan, Oklahoma State, all with 2 losses. But do you think a one-loss Notre Dame can get in? Because, I mean, they had to be undefeated to make it a couple years ago. Last year, they had a case because they at least were in a conference championship. I mean, I don't know.
I just don't think a undefeated Cincinnati will get in because they played like no good team this year.
Well, I think there's that, but who was it that they played the close game against? I think if that's not a close game, Was it Tulane or whoever they played? That they played really,
I
really
don't know.
close, scare. And Tulsa. Tulsa was it, not
Hopefully, yeah.
Tulane. They took care of Tulane handily, but I think if they don't have a 8-point win, and even against Navy, which maybe one close game's okay, but if they had maybe handled one of those a little differently and won like 45-20 or something like they have any other game, then maybe I could see a case for an undefeated Cincinnati actually making it in.
Yeah, that's probably right.
And listen,
I don't
is
know.
there if they're an undefeated team, is there a right or wrong choice? Like if they put them in, is it crazy that they did that? I don't think so. I mean, I do think they are a
No.
great team, but at the same time, it's like, okay, if you had asked me a few months ago, I would have said for sure lock. But now that I look at these other one-loss teams with better resumes and better wins and maybe better margin of victories, it's like, you know, this is where Cincinnati needs to be begging for the 12-team playoff ASAP.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out.
Wisconsin Sportsman does make a point, though. They played a top 10 Notre Dame team, who they beat, by the way. They're about to play Houston in the AAC championship game, and Houston's actually really, really good. And also, if I'm not mistaken, I think Houston is ranked. If not, they were. So I mean, yeah, especially beating a team like Houston, I mean, they would still have some quality wins. I mean, you don't have to like Bama, Georgia, Ohio State. It doesn't have to be one of those teams for it to be considered quality win. It just has to be like, are those teams that competitive? Which, yes, by the way, Houston's ranked 24 right now. So I mean, let's say if Houston, who by the way is 10-1, which that has me curious. Let's say an undefeated Cincinnati and a one-loss Houston play each other in that title game. Cincinnati being number 2, number 3, top 4 or 5 all year long. Let's say Houston beats Cincinnati.
That'd
Would
be
that
huge.
maybe be something right there? Could you put Houston in the playoff? I
Houston in
mean,
the playoff.
I don't know. I'm not saying I necessarily would, but would that maybe say something to the committee? Hey, wait a minute. This Cincinnati team people have been talking about all year that we've been looking at, this Cincinnati team that we've been talking about putting in the playoffs just lost their conference game to a one-loss team in Houston who was also ranked, who just won their conference. Is this the team from the American Conference we should have been paying attention to all year? I don't know. Jerry says no. But I don't know. I mean, that's just I don't think it would happen, but it's just it makes things interesting.
Yeah, it makes
But
things very interesting.
yeah. And then you got, so let me share the rankings with you real quick. And of course, after Monday or whenever, like there's fixing to be some shakeup. But you look at the rankings, I say this. I don't like 2 loss teams getting in. I think there's a lot that needs to happen for that. But look at the undefeateds and the one-loss teams. You got a one-loss Houston, I mentioned, an 11-0 UTSA. San Diego State is one loss. Oklahoma's still one loss, could win the Big 12. Oklahoma State, Notre Dame, Michigan, Cincinnati, Bama, Ohio State, Georgia. Like these are teams, one loss or no losses that I look at and say, at least in my opinion, could be one of the 4 teams. Now, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Also, who the hell came up with fantastic chocolate Dr. Pepper right there? I don't know, but that's pretty interesting. Anyway, I gotta try that. Anyway, I think one-loss team, and look, I'm not for 2-loss teams getting in. I think that's where a lot of chaos has to happen.
Yeah.
could Oregon win the Pac-12? Well, first off, I think they will, and be a 2-loss Pac-12 champ and get in. They need Alabama to lose. They got to hope maybe Georgia drops to Georgia Tech and then maybe drops to Alabama. Or
Which won't happen.
Something has to happen then. Cincinnati's got to lose 2 games in a row. Probably not going to happen. I think they went out. Notre Dame drops another game. I don't even know who they play tomorrow. That could happen. I'm not sure who popped in the back room too, but I apologize. I was just fixing to add you, but you disappeared.
I just heard that.
Yeah, I apologize. Feel free to hop back in and I'll get you back. But anyway, you have this is mind-boggling. We're fixing to figure out the East tomorrow for the Big Ten. Ohio State and Michigan. One of those teams is going to have an extra loss. So we got that. We already have it set up with Bama and Georgia, although I would still say this, that Bama does need to be careful going to Auburn on Saturday. The Egg Bowl, well, that's irrelevant right now, although it's a great rivalry. There's still a lot with a little bit of time, if you get what I'm saying. There's a lot that can still happen. There's teams still alive. There's teams still fighting. It'd take a lot to get a 2-loss Oregon in. You would need Oklahoma to lose again. Or, well, I don't know. You got to hope Cincinnati drops their next 2 games. You need Oklahoma to beat Oklahoma State or vice versa, so you have a 2-loss.
You got to hope Ohio State.
Then I don't know. But, God, we don't – like, seriously, all we know is this, is that if Georgia wins or loses the SEC, they are one of the 4 teams. If they lose,
well, that's if we beat Georgia Tech.
Right. Which I think you will. But then again, I'd say Georgia Tech has actually looked a little bit improved this year in some ways. But I think you guys will be able to handle them. But let's say you do.
Yeah.
You go to Atlanta. You play us. You play the Tide. You beat Alabama. Alabama's done. Right. So that clears a spot up. This whole 2-loss Bama could get it. I'm not buying that. I don't care if it's close or not. I don't care if they play the best game possible. I'm sorry. I don't see it happening. But if Georgia loses, I think they're still the best team all year long. Maybe up until that point, then maybe we'd start talking about, all right, Alabama beat the best team. So, and forget about best team for a second, but I'd still say you got Bama, you got Georgia. You're getting 2 SEC teams in. You get the Big Ten champion in. If it's a 1-loss Michigan, a 1-loss Ohio State, or, well, that's when it's going to be. And here's the thing too. Who are they? I guess would it be Iowa or Purdue from the West? Who's leading?
I think it's Wisconsin or Iowa.
Is it Wisconsin?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, okay. If the West team in the Big Ten wins the Big Ten, then you're not going to have the Big Ten in there. Whether it be Michigan or Ohio State, either one of those is having 2 losses, and they didn't win their conference. So the Big Ten's out. There's even a way. Take a scenario like that. Let's say Georgia beats Alabama. Okay. You got 1 spot for Georgia. I'm not putting a 2-loss Bama in there. Let's say a 1-loss Big Ten team loses to a 3 or 2-loss, whatever, upset alert.
Big Ten.
You're not getting the Big Ten in there. Could a 1-loss Notre Dame, who's at 6 right now, they probably could.
Right.
There's a lot that can happen. If the right upsets happen, the teams that we did not expect to have a shot will have a shot in the college football playoff. I'm telling you that. I'm not calling anything, but I'm letting you guys know there's a lot that can go on tomorrow, and there's a lot that could go on Saturday. There's a lot that could go on next weekend in conference championship.
So you said it's either in Wisconsin has in conference standings, Wisconsin is the first place team, or tied with Iowa. So they're tied for first for Big Ten West, and then
Well, they're fixing. Aren't they fixing to? No, Wisconsin plays Minnesota. I think if Wisconsin beats Minnesota, they're in. If they lose, Iowa's in, right?
and yes, Iowa plays Nebraska tomorrow. So
Who won? So remind me, who won between? Or I can look it up. Hold on. Wisconsin beat Iowa. So in
right.
this case, if they both lose, if they both win, Wisconsin will win the West because of head-to-head competition with Iowa.
If
If they both lose, Wisconsin still wins the West because of head-to-head competition with Iowa. Basically, the only way Iowa is making it, at least in my opinion, the way I'm looking at it and seeing it, is if they win their game and Wisconsin loses to Minnesota. And they might go ahead and clinch the West then. But that's the way I see it, if I'm understanding it correctly. But
right.
A lot of crazy stuff has to happen on Saturday.
now let me ask you this. Wisconsin sports fan says 34-21 OSU beats Wisconsin in Indianapolis. That's something too. I don't know about Wisconsin, but let's say it's Iowa and they got 2 losses. They beat, if they win, if it plays in their favor and Wisconsin loses and Iowa is a 2-loss team going into the Big Ten title game. They've had some good wins and good resume. They just have had 2 losses, 2 hiccups where they didn't have the offense they needed. Would you put a 2-loss champion in Iowa in the playoffs? What's up, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff?
Here's the deal with the West.
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Iowa plays at Wisconsin at Nebraska tomorrow at noon.
Yes, that'll be good.
If they lose, there's no scenario in which they win the West. If they win, if Iowa wins, Wisconsin must win at Minnesota.
For Wisconsin.
Listen, if both Iowa and Wisconsin win, Wisconsin goes. If Wisconsin and Iowa both lose and Purdue loses, Wisconsin goes. If Wisconsin loses, Iowa loses, and Purdue wins, Purdue goes.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
There's a lot. Oh, my God. Holy hell.
So a double loss in Iowa, Wisconsin, double loss with the Purdue win. Purdue wins the 3-way tiebreaker.
This is fun.
But it's not going to happen because what's going to happen is that Iowa's going to beat Nebraska and Wisconsin's going to beat Minnesota and Wisconsin's going to go. That's what's going to happen.
Well, it'll be
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
But here's the oh my God, showers of meteors have rained down on the earth. It's Armageddon. That could happen. If you had a 2-loss Pac-12, a 2-loss Big 12, a 2-loss Big 10, a 2-loss ACC champion.
Basically, all these 2-loss conference winners, right?
Right. And a good game, but 2-loss Alabama. Then you get Georgia and Alabama and Notre Dame, who's going to destroy Stanford, and Notre Dame. And the number 4 spot comes down to, do you give it to Cincinnati? If they're undefeated and everybody else has 2 losses, yes. But that's in my opinion, in Jeff Webster's opinion, the only way Cincinnati gets in is they cannot have 1-loss conference champions. A 1-loss Pac-12, a 1-loss Big 10, a 1-loss Big 12 are both going over Cincinnati.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
SEC,
This
the
whole
SEC,
this whole
wait, the SEC champion is going over Cincinnati. That takes 3 of the spots. SEC champion, 1 loss Big 10, 1 loss Big 12. That takes 3 of the spots. Then it comes down to what do you do with Notre Dame, who would have lost head to head to Cincinnati, but had a much
they
stronger strength of schedule, and a potential Alabama who loses, let's say, 27-24.
to Georgia.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So basically, let me get this straight. So what you're saying is that okay. So Cincinnati would need multiple more than one loss champions if they truly want to get in. So there's no like an undefeated, and
There,
believe me,
yeah.
I wouldn't blame you too because their resume, and I get like where they play, I understand that, but just a win over Notre Dame, and Jerry Wells does point that out to you that they did.
I did. I said
I
that.
don't compared to other teams' resumes, that's still not enough.
Here's what this is just my opinion. Here's what I think has to happen for Cincinnati. This is
Yeah.
based on Cincinnati being undefeated. If they go, because if they lose, they're out. Everybody knows that. If Cincinnati's
sure.
undefeated, then they need 2 of 3 things to happen.
Okay.
2 of these 3 things have to happen. The Big 10 and Big 12 need to have a 2-loss champion. They need one of those 2 to happen, if not both. And they also need Alabama to lose badly to Georgia while Notre Dame wins out to make their win over Notre Dame look better. Because if Notre Dame loses, let's say Notre Dame let's say something stupid happens and Stanford, who shouldn't have beat Oregon, does. Let's say Stanford, who shouldn't beat Notre Dame, does that too. Okay.
Okay.
Now all of a sudden Cincinnati's big win is nothing, and Cincinnati's number 97 bullshit fucking junior high strength of schedule is going to finally catch up to them. The whole damn country's in love with this Cinderella called Cincinnati, and they're garbage. They're nothing. They're 11-0, and they've not impressed me at all. I don't care that they're 11-0 with wins over Tulsa and 1-6 Navy and these other teams that they've beaten. They have a horrific schedule.
Here's the question.
And they're gonna, you know what they're gonna say too? You know what they're gonna say is, well, that's just where we play. Well, we understand that, and we're not blaming you, but compare Tulsa, compare Houston, or any other teams that they are going to play or have played, whatever. I don't even know their whole schedule. Compare that to the likes of what Alabama and Georgia. I mean, even compare it to Florida. Compare it to Auburn. Compare it to Michigan State. Compare it to all of these other teams. Their resume, like you said, Jeff, is pure hell. It's bad.
Yeah, their strength of schedule. Their strength of schedule. Cincinnati's strength of schedule is less than half of the strength of schedule played by Wake Forest and Pitt. And no one's talking about Wake Forest and Pitt going to the playoffs. And if Cincinnati wasn't worried about their strength of schedule, which they know is terrible, they wouldn't have joined the Big 12.
Right.
They joined the Big 12 because they know they've got to get out of the Power 5 where their strength of schedule is zip, zero, zada, nothing.
Jerry says, I think the committee has stated if Cincinnati wins out, they are in. Okay, but here's what happens.
If other things happen, I would agree.
Right. Well, okay. The committee can say whatever they want to and say, and first off, there's protocol for what they have to pick. I mean, they can't just put the worst teams in and see who the worst team is or who the worst. Like, they can't do that, like Uncle Lou might do. But they have certain criteria. Now, if they wanted to, yes, they could put an undefeated Cincinnati in there. But if they're really smart about it, I think that they're sticking to what the list says because they have a certain list of criteria and they're saying, okay, what's their strength of schedule? What about head-to-head competition? Have they played anybody or is the teams that they beat better than Ohio State's wins, better than Alabama, better than even Notre
Georgia.
Dame or Baylor or Georgia? Yeah, I mean, and
Consider
listen, would I be upset if Cincinnati is one of the Final Four teams? Not really. The only thing that would piss me off is if they take a loss. Like, let's say they lose this weekend, but they still win their conference, and they say, well, they won all the other games, and they pull some BS and put them in. That would really piss me off. But an undefeated Cincinnati getting in, I mean, it wouldn't make me mad. But to Jeff's point, I mean, clearly, like, and the committee has stated before, like, resumes matter, or they should at least. And let's just be honest, this whole Cincinnati this, Cincinnati that, Cincinnati going to the Natty, just stop it. If they end up going, you can see them play against another team and see how they handle it. But for right now, I truly believe there are one loss. Even I would say Baylor and Ole Miss are probably better than Cincinnati. If you put them on the field with those teams right now, Ole Miss would take Cincinnati to the woodshed.
there's nobody right now. You look at that graphic you got up there. There's nobody in the top 10 that wouldn't beat Cincinnati by double digits. The entire top 10 would beat Cincinnati by double digits if they were playing tomorrow afternoon.
And count in an extra team. Let's take Cincinnati out of there. I think a team like Oregon might too.
Georgia almost lost to Cincinnati in the Peach Bowl.
Don't forget this. The committee is different every year. The people who are on the committee this year are not the people who are on the committee in 2020. They're not the same people who are on the committee in 2028. It changes.
Right.
There's always a few faces that are different. But
They're going to have different opinions.
Don't forget this. In 2016, Ohio State won big in the Big Ten championship game in 2016.
Oh,
and they were ranked number 5.
Yes.
And they jumped number 4. You know what number 4 did? Number 4 was TCU. They won by 50. By 50 as the number 4 team, and they got bumped. So if you're Cincinnati, you should be very, very nervous. Because even if you're undefeated, that's no guarantee. There's only one guarantee in this entire thing, and that's Georgia's going.
Yeah,
that's the only guarantee.
Only
and
if we beat
Alabama's
Georgia Tech
in the SEC. That's also a guarantee. And then you also got to take into account Georgia's going too. That's already 2 spots there. Cincinnati. You got 2 SEC teams in. We got a Big Ten champion.
Oh well, that's the nightmare. The nightmare disaster for Cincinnati is Alabama beats Auburn, Alabama beats Georgia. That's the nightmare for Cincinnati because then you've got 2 SEC teams, and it's likely your 1-loss Big Ten and 1-loss Pac and 1-loss Big 12 are going, and you're not.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's no.
I just don't see Cincinnati
at the door.
getting in.
Y'all heard that, right?
Jeff
mentioned the teams. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cincinnati at the door. No more. people
don't think that they think that I don't want Cincinnati in no matter what. That's not true. If everything else collapses around them and they're undefeated, well, yeah, put them in because you've got to see what else is going on. But just them being undefeated alone and say that's enough. I don't care what else has gone on. I'm not buying that argument because their 12-0 is not the Georgia 12-0, which would include wins over Alabama, Arkansas, Clemson, Florida, Tennessee,
Auburn.
Right. That's not the Cincinnati 12-0 can't compare to the 11-1 Ohio State would produce, the 11-1 Oklahoma State would produce.
11-1 Alabama.
They just haven't played the teams.
Now, you know what would be? I mean, believe me, like there's a part of me that wants Cincinnati in there, and there's a part of me that doesn't, because I really think that, and it's not that I mean, they've had some quality wins, like one, which is basically just the Notre Dame game, really, which isn't bad. On one hand, I want to see, because they got a lot of talent. Luke Fickell's an amazing head coach, and it's not one of those like, oh, it's just because they play a bunch of crap teams or a crap schedule. I really do think they have some talent. I don't think they beat a team like Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, Georgia, whoever. I just want to see them in there to see if, okay, is this going to be another blowout game, or could they actually give one of these teams a game? That's what I want to see from Cincinnati.
I mean, there's been what, two semifinal games in the entire history of the playoffs that were not double-digit blowouts.
Yeah.
Almost every semifinal and about half of the championship games have been blowouts.
That's true.
So I don't know that you almost expect a blowout. Hey, that's the history of the playoffs tell you that it's going to be a blowout.
But at the same time, it's like every year you just never know. It just so happens that most times, 9 times out of 10, yeah, it's never really. I mean, it's just like watching Alabama take on like a nobody.
Everything that we're talking about here, and I can't see the chat, so I assume the chat's still talking about Cincinnati.
A little bit, yeah.
This whole scenario, we don't know who the playoff spots are going to be. What if this team does this? All of this is because of Alabama.
Yes.
Because if Alabama doesn't lose to Texas A&M, they're number 1. Georgia's number 2. The winner of the SEC title game will be number 1. The loser will be number 2, and they're both going. And then you're going to take the Big 10 and the Big 12 champions. And Cincinnati is not even in the argument. So this the entire college football world, once again, revolves around Alabama.
Yeah, and Cincinnati should be thanking A&M, because now what happens is, okay, like we keep mentioning, if Alabama beats Georgia, then you get 2 SEC teams in, because they're not going to leave Georgia, who is the best team this year and everything, just because of a hiccup in the road against Alabama and Nick Saban. That gives an extra spot to the playoffs. But what they need to thank Alabama for is taking a loss, because if they lose to Georgia, they're done. And that does open up a spot, because they already had a loss.
If Alabama's 11-1 and they play 12-0 Georgia, and Alabama plays them within 5 points or so, they're going to go. They're going to go, because the committee's going to say, this team, this mighty Georgia that no one can come within 20 points of.
Alabama actually did.
Alabama was within a possession. The defending champions were within a possession of beating them.
With the lack of talent. Or it's not
with,
really
with a bunch of sophomores and freshmen. Right. That's what Alabama's doing.
It's still an experience, no matter how late in the year it is. I mean, these are guys like I'm just gonna. This is why I keep dogging Alabama just a little bit. I know we lost to A&M, but I truly don't think this. Like Bryce Young, I don't think has met his match against the defense until he plays Georgia. That's what's going to define him a little bit, or not like define him, but that's when he's going to feel pressure in his face. If you get what I'm saying.
I wouldn't count out Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I wouldn't count out now they're not going to the playoffs, but they could screw everything up. I wouldn't count out Wisconsin in the Big 10 championship game, because they've won 7 straight, and While Georgia has the number one defense in the country in points allowed, the number one defense in the country in yards allowed per game, and yards allowed is not Georgia.
Yeah.
Not, I repeat, not Georgia. It's Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Oh,
Damn.
In yards allowed, not points, in yards allowed.
Okay.
that's interesting.
You know what that says? Georgia's a red zone
Yeah.
defense. Carry on.
Huh.
Just saying.
Carry the hell on.
Carry the hell on. Oh crap! Now I have.
I think the Georgia
Carry the hell on.
There we go.
It's not tomorrow. It's Saturday, right?
Right. Today's Thursday.
Yeah,
It's
and it's on like what? It's on like a local access channel where like 120 people are going to be able to see it because it's such a non-event. Nobody outside of like 5 miles of downtown Atlanta.
Are you talking about the Georgia Tech game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on like
mainly
the
right
SEC. It's on like SEC 5 or something like that, where like there's like 1,000 people who are going to watch it because it has. It's such a non-consequence game. That game will be over. Never mind how long the clock in the stadium says, whether the clock says 15 minutes or 7:23 or whatever. Just as soon as they kick off, look at your phone and start counting. Within 15 minutes of real time, that game will be over.
Which one? The Georgia Tech?
Georgia Tech. It won't take 15 minutes of game time because within 15 minutes of game time, it's already going to be 28-0.
Yeah,
that's confirmed. Go Dogs, baby.
Roll Tide.
I mean, this thing will be over right off the bat. I mean, and then Georgia's going to be playing. By the time the fourth quarter gets here, Georgia will be down to like their third and fourth string, and they'll be playing guys that people at home will be on their computer looking at the roster online trying to figure out who the hell they are.
I played the quarterback for my high school.
Matt, he said, I think the 2021 Georgia Tech game will be the most hyped up blowout in college football history based on their fans' behaviors.
Yeah.
For sure, bro.
Yep.
For sure. This Egg Bowl's not too bad. It's a 9-point or 11-point game, but I miss it. I
think the 4 words that come to mind to me today are the Bears and the Raiders.
Oh yeah, the Bears won.
So the first two games went exactly the way I hoped. I mean, I love seeing the Bears win, and I there's just nothing more great than seeing Cowboy fans get their hearts broken. That was beautiful.
How about them Cowboys?
You hate the Cowboys a lot?
How about that Dak Prescott?
They are obnoxious.
How about that Dak Prescott who came up infinitesimally small? I mean, he came up hobbit pubic hair small in both of his big games. In both of his big games against Alabama, he absolutely disappeared. He did nothing, and he got owned by Alabama. Dak Prescott has never won the big game, and he's never ever going to.
So quit asking.
I think you're going to trigger Cowboys fans. I'm not a Cowboys fan, though.
This is. Tell me the Saints are losing. Tell me the Saints are losing. Yeah. Woo.
There's a lot of Bills. There's a lot of Bills
Choke
fans
on
there.
that. Choke on that.
Hey, did Jeff leave?
I guess he did. Maybe he'll hop back in. I don't know. I see Maddie in there. We got 8 people watching. Go hit that thumbs up. Means a lot to me. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope y'all had a great day. And I'll drop the link again. Anyone's welcome on.
I'm doing this on my phone and not my computer. That's why it sounds weird.
That's all right. It sounds good to me. We got a good basketball game tomorrow night. You got a number 1 Gonzaga and number 5 Duke tomorrow. That could be good.
Yeah, go Blue Devils.
Yeah, there you go. I don't really care who wins that one, although I do like. I got a lot of respect for Duke as a basketball program in ways.
Yeah, I'm a fan of
but-
Duke.
I'm a fan of that Nick Saban video that's flying all over the world.
Oh, the one where he called out the fans and the ungrateful, piss poor, whatever.
Yes, I
Oh
love
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he got mad.
nobody
I
wants to win more than the players.
I
I
loved
love
it.
that. I love that.
And that complete dumbass Bama hater Uncle Lou completely missed the point of his message. It went right over Lou's head. Lou got it 100% wrong.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that,
saw
man.
Lou's response. I was like, "You mother,"
His reaction video to that proved he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He completely missed the point that Saban was trying to make. He
What was
chalked it
it
up
he was saying that?
he chalked it up as Saban trying to make excuses for losses,
Loss.
which was absolutely not what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah,
Not even close.
What he was doing was jacking the shit out of his team for Saturday. Look out, Auburn.
What a time to do that too for Saban. Think about that, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna have to call up on his show
He
next
does
Thursday.
he does nothing that's not exquisitely planned in advance. He saw an opening. He knew exactly what he was doing.
I'm actually gonna play it real quick just in case anyone doesn't understand. I mean, it's gone viral, but just in case y'all haven't seen or heard this yet, this is, oh my god, dude, I got chills. And this was his greatest rant ever. And he's had a lot of great rants over the years.
People don't really. Rat poison is rat poison, and the media is always going to create it. But the reality of the world is not what you read on the internet. It's not what somebody thinks. It's not what somebody's opinion is. It's not what the line is on the game. And it's certainly the biggest one is every time a team loses 2 games, everybody says that team's like done. And it's really just the opposite. Like Texas A&M lost 2 games before we played. I said it's a dangerous team. Because these guys have pride in performance. They want to have a good team. They've had 2 disappointing losses. That makes them dangerous. They're humiliated by what's happened the last 2 games. Same thing when we played LSU. Everybody says, oh, they lost 2 games in a row. They're not any good anymore. We're just going to blow them out. It's just the opposite. It's just the opposite of that. They're competitors. They have moms and dads. They have pride in performance. They have things that they want to accomplish and they want to do, and they want to be good. They don't just throw in the towel. They work harder to try to get better, and everybody wants to beat us. So we're going to get everybody's best game, and I don't know why people can't understand that. But we're just it's, you could say it's not fair to our players that they get everybody's best game, but they do, and they have to be able to compete through that and play over that, and. It's I don't know. I mean, when I came here, everybody was happy to win a game. Now we're not happy to win a game anymore. We're not happy to win a game at all.
Those
We
facts.
think we should win games by whatever. And I don't think that's fair to the players either. Because our players work their butt off to be the best that they can be. And to get criticized for what they work hard for to do so that you can be entertained. So that you can enjoy and have pride and passion for what they accomplish and what they do. And they're not perfect. They're just college students. They go to school every day. They got to study. They have to run extra after practice when they miss study hall. I mean, come on, give me a break. This is not professional football. These guys aren't getting paid to play here. They're representing you all. You should be proud and happy to support them and appreciate what they do and have some gratitude. And you know what else? Nobody wants to win worse than they do. not me, not you. I don't care what kind of fan you are. Nobody wants to win more than the players that play. Nobody.
Okay, not a Georgia.
That's
I mean,
the
not
part
an
right
Alabama
there
fan.
that nobody wants to win more. Oh my, that speaks right there, man. Because
I'm
I
not-
mean, as a
I'm
fan,
not
you
an
have no idea. I mean, go ahead,
Not an
Will.
Alabama fan, but that was a really good rant. Honestly, everything he said was totally true.
Yeah.
That was magnificently said.
And nobody feels worse than they do when they lose.
Facts.
Nobody.
Total facts.
For all you self-absorbed folks out there that can't look past your own self, all right, to appreciate what other people are doing.
Damn.
Would you find this
Well
video
said,
bad?
to say the very least, man. And that was something that probably has needed to be said emphatically like that for a while.
Pretty
Folks,
much.
we're
Yeah.
down to your final word. Not that we probably already haven't gotten it, but
Yeah. That was
That's great. Well spoken.
yeah, I mean, look, he
That goes right up there. Yeah, I put that right up there with his reaction to the recruiting leak that came out 2 years ago when they leaked some of his what he was saying to recruits, and he talked about it was he was at his lake home and they interviewed him on CBS or ESPN or whatever about recruiting, and he talked about recruiting. That's one of my favorite comments from Saban. So is that one, and so is and obviously his world famous introductory press conference where he said what he wanted to do with the program, and which he has done.
right.
Which he has done.
He's had many great press conference rants.
Oh, I got something y'all need to see too. Did y'all see the
They'll
video
try
I
to
put out
hire your
today?
ass.
What?
Oh, what I
What'd you
said?
say?
I mean, Kirby had
They'll
the great.
try to. Well, hold on, Jeff. They'll try to hire your ass.
Maybe we'll try to hire your ass.
That one.
Anyway, go ahead, Jeff.
Basically,
were you
what
saying?
he. Yeah, go
What's
ahead,
that?
Jeff.
No, I mean
Yeah.
Kirby had the great halftime speech that got, which I it's great to hear it, but I wish like the Texas line, the D line coach that used to be at Alabama, when he he yelled at the kids on the bus after Iowa State blew their ass off the field in Ames, a game I enjoyed being at. That stuff, as much as it's fun to hear, it needs to stay in the locker room and bullshit on those players that leak that stuff.
Like the Coach O thing when he said like rolled side what and like dropped the F-bomb on us a couple years ago.
Whoever leaked
Yeah, I
that
remember
should have
that.
been whoever leaked that should have been taken out into a field and flogged. That's
It was a play.
that's the kind of stuff that should never.
Hey, but think about how it fueled us though for the rivalry the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, I know, but we should have never known that.
Right, that's fair. I would fully agree with you.
You know, that should have been something that should have. Now, you know, you make a public statement or something when the media's around or the public's around, that's one thing. But when you're addressing your team in a private situation, that should be that's sacred. That should not get let out.
Yeah,
And,
like
and
the time.
pretty much all Kirby did was Kirby had a Nick Saban moment, and the Georgia fans are so unused to having Nick Saban moments that they all got hard-ons over it.
Yeah.
And all the Georgia people went crazy. They're like, "Oh, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this." And I'm like, "What are you getting excited about? Alabama players hear this every week." Yeah,
Right.
what are you?
It's nothing
Yeah.
new.
Nothing
Kirby
new.
came from
Yeah,
Alabama.
You're all worked up. You're all worked up, acting like it's the Super Bowl, and we're like, Bama fans are like, "Oh, our team hears that every week." Yeah.
Y'all got to hear this one that I put out today. I've been trying all week to get as much Iron Bowl stuff out. So this is Alabama Crimson Tide fan tries to say nice things about the Auburn Tigers.
Oh yeah, I heard
Just
about
wanted to
that.
go
Oh,
ahead.
Did you watch it?
no, I didn't. I gotta see it.
Oh yeah, here you go.
All the
Crap
questions and stuff that you say
Basically, I recorded my voice in like interview type style with this.
about them. Is there anything you could say to compliment them or give them any sort of credit?
Compliment Auburn? God. All right. Oh, God, this is going to suck. It's going to be hard to do. Well, I like they're a good program. I mean, what do you want me to say? They're not Tennessee. They're not dead. They've had good teams. I mean, I can say
Anything
that.
as far as like maybe their logo or maybe heck even their colors. How do you feel about that? With blue and orange.
How do I feel about their colors?
Yes.
Well,
Doesn't even have to be about their colors. I mean, is there anything nice you can say about them?
you want me to
At
say
all?
something nice about Auburn and their colors? How I feel about it. What can I say? I get hell. My favorite color is light blue. I'm not saying anything about their navy blue or their throw up whatever looking pumpkin orange whatever deal. I'm not saying it. No.
Some pretty historic moments in this rivalry and some Alabama losses. What about the kick six in 2013?
What?
The kick six.
No. Hold on. No. We don't talk about that game. We don't talk about that. That was sent from hell to the plains of whatever you want to call it. Trash. No, we don't talk about that year. No, not at all.
At the very least, you guys have done pretty good against them at home at Bryant-Denny. But what about your record at Jordan-Hare and, losing, of course, 2013? You've lost like 3 of the last 4 there.
Our record
wanna
at
talk about-
Jordan-Hare? You mean losing 3 of the last 4 meetings there? Yeah, I understand that. Auburn's not even ranked. So
Alabama
why
might win this one. You guys normally beat them when they're unranked.
Of course, Alabama's going to win this game outright. Auburn's going to play us close. There's no chance on God's green earth Auburn is walking out of their own stadium with the win this Saturday. They're not even ranked. So why?
Okay, outside of Auburn, I mean, are there any other teams you hate, or are there any teams you hate more?
Teams I hate more than Auburn.
Like Tennessee or whoever? We'll move on.
No,
There's been quite a bit of hate in this rivalry, of course, and Bama's had some players like Greg McElroy, Ingram, A.J. McCarron. But talk to me about Auburn players, maybe such as a guy like Cam Newton.
We don't speak of that name. Get out. No.
I still got some more questions, dude. Oh, come on! Ow! Hey! Oh, what are you doing, dude? What the heck? Come on!
We don't speak of that name.
Ow! Get out!
He says Scam
someone else,
Newton.
I
I
guess,
said, hell no.
Look, you seem like you're really upset today about this. These questions. I mean, do you even love this rivalry, or
Of course I love this rivalry.
you can't say anything good about Auburn? You can't respect.
Look, believe me. Look, I don't like Auburn. I don't pull for Auburn. No, not at all. Never. I can't do that. Now, do I hope to always get the best version of them in the Iron Bowl? Just make the Iron Bowl each year as great as it could possibly be? Of course. Sure. But my gosh, I love seeing the Barners lose. Bear Bryant said, nothing matters more to me than beat the Cow College on the other side of the state.
We'll wrap it up
Auburn.
here.
Yeah.
Final words from you on the Iron Bowl, importance,
Final words.
predictions, or anything with that.
It's going to be a butt whooping. It's going to be a butt whooping on the playing field. All right? Alabama's going to Jordan-Hare. They're going to finally upset the Tigers at Jordan-Hare. And I say upset because it's normally, Auburn's really good at home. I'm just going to say that. The Tigers are a big favorite. Bo Nix isn't even playing. We're going to be okay. Our defense, listen to me, Will Anderson and those guys are going to put a beat down on TJ Finley. They're going to find a way to win this game. I promise you that. I hate Auburn. I really do. This is going to be a great game on Saturday. I'm telling you that right now. So for Auburn, my final words: open up the gates at Jordan Hare. Let us in. Bring all the fans you want. Put any player on the field you want. These players in Alabama, you don't stand a chance. There's going to be a butt whipping this Saturday afternoon, and we're going to get
I should have
some
just said
more-
ass whooping.
Some more.
I try to
good
be
food
clean.
this weekend. We're going to eat some Tigers up. Woo!
Well then,
It could have gone better a little bit, but I tried to make something kind of funny. I mean, Bama fan trying to say nice thing. I can't. I tried.
I
mean,
can't.
look.
I can't say nice things about Georgia Tech. I hate them.
How do you feel? How do you feel about their colors? Man, my favorite color's light blue. What are you talking about?
How do I feel about their colors? My favorite color's red, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Same thing with Georgia Tech. I hate them.
They low down.
But I also
They
hate
dirty.
Auburn too.
They some stitches. That
But yeah,
one
you should.
Bama
You
fan.
guys
What?
should handle Auburn well.
We should, but I still would say like I don't take it lightly, man. You know.
I'm trying to think if I could possibly come up with something positive to say about Auburn.
Huh.
You can't.
I mean, it's probably a good campus.
I could congratulate them on having, in the entire history of their program, one less national championship than Alabama's won in the last 6 years. I could congratulate them on having less than half of the SEC championships in football than Alabama has. I could congratulate them on being the only team in the country who has the letters for assholes unanimous stamped on the side of their helmet. For naming their university the acronym of which is Alabama usually beats us rednecks.
Yeah. Round November. Or no, wait, hold on. I saw one that said Auburn stood for Alabama usually beats us round November.
Well, we'll be ready for that game.
It's the biggest game of the weekend.
Yep. Georgia Tech game. I'm probably just gonna turn it off right as the first quarter ends.
You gotta watch your team all the way, blowout or not.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
of course, I mean, look, and like I've said, I don't take this. I don't take Auburn lightly. You know, I understand they're not ranked. They don't have their quarterback. They're down. I mean, look, they weren't supposed to win in 2019, and they did. But I mean, I don't take it lightly, man. It's a whole nother ball game. What?
Did you expect them to win in 2017?
I mean, at the very least, I'll say, I mean, that being top 10, I mean, it was 1-6, I think. So, I mean, I won't say like they weren't supposed to win, but Bama was still like the favorite and they expected most likely, you know. And of course, I mean, 23rd, well, never mind, Jeff, but
Don't. No, 2013 was bad for me. 2013 was bad for me.
I
as
mean,
well.
Auburn, if you want to talk like, oh, you should beat them because they're terrible. 2009, and I know that was a different year and everything, but 2009 was our championship undefeated season. We won, I think it was 26-21 at Jordan Hare on the road at night, and Auburn wasn't ranked. I think maybe they were like 5-6 or whatever it was. I don't know, but they were not good that year. So this whole they're not a good team, so you should handle. I mean, maybe you're right, but it's stuff like that I don't take this game lightly as a fan, and the players shouldn't either. And Saban has always tried to get across that you never overlook an opponent, and especially a rivalry game.
It is quite simply.
Shut up.
It is quite simply the most bitter, hate-filled rivalry
Damn
in any
right.
sport, at any level, anywhere on the third rock from the sun.
How about Duke, North Carolina in basketball?
Nothing.
No, don't even.
No, there is nothing. There is nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing in any sport anywhere ever that compares.
Well, I beg to differ.
Well, that's why you're wrong.
Well, maybe in my opinion I'm right, in your opinion I'm wrong.
No, you're wrong in the opinion of almost every national figure who covers college football, who knows the history of college football, will tell you that it's not even close. It's not even. There's not even the Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame, USC. Those other games are they pale. They're not even close.
Yeah.
And as far as rivalry games that have national impact, that impact who wins or who will play for the national championship, it's even more of a laughing matter. It's not. There's no other rivalry that's even on the radar compared to the Iron Bowl. The only rivalry that I would even allow to be mentioned in the same paragraph would be Army Navy, just because of the great tradition of Army Navy.
Right. What's up, Trenches? Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Trenches, you get over, you have a nice nap, mid-afternoon nap, and then wake up from the turkey coma.
I don't get time for naps.
What's up, Trenches?
What's up, man? I will say one thing, man. I agree with what you're saying on, as far as national championship, rivalries, this one does have the most implications.
Yes.
Of course, in the East, you have the cocktail party. It's, the West is decided by the Iron Bowl. The East is decided by the cocktail. But I'd still say the number one rivalry in college football, if you look at the history, still got to be Michigan, Ohio State. But I definitely put Iron Bowl in the top three.
Who would be one of the other
Michigan and Ohio State combined have less national championships than Alabama.
Yeah, but you're looking at national championships. And when you started, though, you were talking about pure old-fashioned hatred and rivalries. I got to put Michigan and Ohio State up there, Jeff.
I could agree.
But I get what you're saying. As far as you're looking at national championship implications, Iron Bowl got it.
All right.
But yeah.
The only way, honestly, the only thing that I would probably consider, and I get that maybe they're close because I know how big the game is, but the only reason why I would say that the Iron Bowl is still bigger and slightly is the fact that Auburn's beaten Alabama recently. Michigan's going to end a losing streak this Saturday. So in recent years, I mean, they haven't, they're on like a 8-game losing streak.
But I'm talking about pure hatred and in the history of programs. Michigan, Ohio State is number one. Look, dude, I'm an SEC homer. I'd love for y'all to take it to the cocktail party to take it, but I just don't think it's there yet.
I got you.
Historically, I think the fact that Auburn has a few wins over Alabama during the Saban run has added to the national interest. I think there's already great national interest, but I think it's added even more to the national interest of the Iron Bowl because there's literally tens of millions of people across the country who would just sell their left nut to have Alabama lose.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, too. So one of the reasons I hopped in is because Ballard was talking about, he hates that people are saying that Bama should blow Auburn out. And I get it. I feel the same way about the cocktail party. Like, you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
But
You never know.
Playing with a second-string quarterback, there really is no reason y'all shouldn't blow them out, is what everyone's kind of saying. It's not saying, like, hey, if y'all don't blow them out, Georgia's going to blow you out. No one's saying that. They're saying is y'all should be the elite team in this matchup.
Yes, I agree. I completely agree.
I mean, we're the better team. I don't know about elite, but yeah.
Dude, compared to Auburn with that second string quarterback, Georgia State's elite. That's the difference.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Georgia State.
I get that point.
Alabama should go
beat Auburn. Yeah.
Alabama should go down there and win by 28.
Oh,
yeah.
They
honestly, you shouldn't let them score. That's what I was telling you. So when I texted you, Ballard, and I was like, look, if y'all let them score 17 on you, you're going to have problems in Atlanta. I'm being serious. There's no reason that Auburn with that quarterback should score 17 on y'all's defense.
I completely agree.
I would agree too. If it's Bo
true.
Nix, that's one thing. But TJ Finley, come on.
Now, hey.
Oh, that is targeting. Yeah.
Just letting y'all know, C-Dog has a really good chance at winning $50 Saturday.
Why is that? What's he got? What's that?
I gave him 100 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs. If Jahmyr Gibbs can hit 100 yards on Georgia, I will give him 50. If he can't, he owes me 50. And I know you're like, oh, that's a bad bet for Jahmyr. Hang on now. I gave C-Dog all the options. And you're going to think I'm crazy, but I just gave it to him. I gave him all-purpose yards, receiving, return, and rushing.
Okay.
If Jahmyr can hit 100, which he damn well better, if I'm giving this man receiving yards, especially kick return yards. So if he hits 100, C-Dog's got $50. He made it up. He took the bet.
And Ballard, by the way, the last time you beat Auburn at Jordan-Hare, you guys only allowed 13.
Yeah, exactly.
So
29 to 13 in 2015. I got you.
Yeah, so you can't allow it. If you allow 17, I agree with Trenches. If you allow 17, you're going to have some problems in Atlanta.
You know what else happened in that 2015 game?
What?
King Henry ran the ball 46
we had a running back.
times.
We don't have that.
46 carries, 271 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey,
What's up,
a
Trenches?
running back.
I know you're another dog fan. Have you watched the latest dog post video?
No, I have not. I got to see it.
So they posted of why isn't this being talked about, which I had no idea. And Jeff, you can tell me if you knew this, but it actually blew me away a little bit. So we're 11 games in, 11-0, going to be 12-0 because let's be honest, it's Georgia Tech. We're already 11 games in. Where would you think Georgia, this offense that everybody likes to make fun of, where would you think they're ranked nationally?
Oh, they got to be top 10. I'd say 6 or 7.
They're 7th.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. That seems
for the
reasonable.
offense, Ballard.
Yeah, I'd agree. Maybe 5th, 6th, or 7, somewhere between 5 and 7. I don't think you're too low in the top 10, but I also don't think
it's just crazy because like when you hear Georgia, your first thought is defense.
Right.
Exactly.
Well,
that's what you have. That's what you're led by.
Quarterback plays good enough to get 7th in the nation. So I mean, they're got to be doing something right on offense. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Georgia's scoring a lot of points. That's that's not to be. They're not winning. They're not holding guys to 10 points and then only scoring 20. They're scoring 40 and winning 40.
Yeah.
40. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the video says what no one is saying about UGA's offense.
Yeah.
Right.
And look, man, I get it. I like to miss a lot of the dog post ones because if you're listening to Dean Legge, you might as well be, listening to paint dry. It's about the most boring shit in the world.
Turnover.
But every now and then they'll come out with something that actually is like, oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's the score of that Egg Bowl?
It is 24-6 Ole Miss.
Oh.
And Mississippi State just turned it over on downs.
I thought Mississippi State was going to step up this week, but I guess not.
I thought this, honestly, Trenches, I thought this was going to be a weird shootout. Not as high scoring, but I thought it would be kind of similar to that LSU A&M game, but maybe somewhere in the 50s and maybe not overtime. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to run it to the
offense.
gas station real quick. I'm going to leave y'all on mute in the car. I'll be right back, okay?
All right, we'll talk
right.
to you soon.
Jesus Christ was never late. And if he was going to skip work, he let him know ahead of time. Stop sinning, sir.
So Ballard, are you watching the game right now, the Egg Bowl?
Yeah.
Are they still ringing cowbells in that stadium?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's died down.
My God, I was watching the game earlier, and I'm like, I am not listening to fans ring cowbells for 15 straight minutes. My God.
Oh my God, it's the most annoying damn thing ever.
God. That's why I put the Cowboy game back on.
I mean, I can get if it's a loud environment and you could hear the crowd on TV, but the cowbells, that pisses me off.
Yeah, that's just annoying.
That's why I don't like watching night games when Mississippi State's at home.
Yeah, those suck.
Or if I do watch it, I mute the TV and I put volume of another game on or something.
I actually enjoy it when we play Mississippi State because like this year, 49-9, the Cowbells went silent after about 6 minutes.
Hashtag ban artificial noisemakers from SEC stadiums.
Yeah, because all you have at Georgia and Alabama, are the pom poms, the ones that they shake.
Yeah, those don't make noise.
No, they don't make noise. They just shake it for the hell of it.
Not to the TV audience at home. I mean,
No.
you can hear it go, but
And it is pretty impressive when you see 100,000 crimson and white pom poms shaking the Dixieland delight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and probably all the Georgia and all the red pom poms shaking at Sanford Stadium.
I never noticed it.
You didn't notice? You never noticed what?
I've never noticed it.
Red pom poms?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They always have red pom poms.
Oh, okay.
90,000 fans there. Of course, they're gonna be shaking pom poms.
Whatever.
But yeah, Dixieland Delight. That's fun. I just watched a video of them and they were going FUCK Auburn.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool. As a Georgia fan, that's pretty
And
cool.
my dollar on beer. Fucking holler on a Mason Dixon. Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Upright against the wall. Make a little loving all night. Little turtle doveing on a Mason Dixon. Like, fuck Auburn. It's all right. LSU. And Tennessee too.
And Tennessee too.
Yeah.
Are you good, Trenches?
Yeah. I went to the gas. It's the beauty of living in a country small town. I just went to the gas station, and the ladies in there just throwing a fit. You got like one flip flop on, yelling because the hot dog machine ain't on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh my God.
What?
Why didn't you film that, Trenches?
Huh?
Why didn't you film that? That would have been.
Man, you got no rights
you
on
would've-
people, man. You can't just film people.
Yeah, you can't film. They'll be like, "Are you filming me?"
Yeah. She would
Like,
have
damn
turned
right.
into full-on Karen.
Oh, boys, I ate too much fried turkey today.
I actually didn't eat too much today. I had some good pumpkin pie later.
Dude, I had fried turkey and dressing that could fill up a whole plate.
Yeah. My plate wasn't actually that big though. Wasn't too
And
big.
Jeff, just between me and you, man, I ate about half a pan of strawberry pretzel salad.
I didn't have any of that today. Where I was at, we didn't have any of that.
Hey, how many
What?
meals did you sell today, Jeff?
0, but we served 700.
Oh yeah, not
Oh,
yes, served,
nice.
yes. I'm sorry.
We started right on time this year. Last year we were about 15 minutes delayed, but we started right on time. We started serving at 11. They were lining up at 10:30. We served at 11, and 12:50 we ran out. That was it.
And then
All we had left were some sides. We were giving people, if they still wanted to come through, they could get. We had potato salad, green bean. We still had sides, but we didn't have any turkey or ham left. We did.
I ran out to.
We did. What did we do? Did we do 40? I think we did 40 15-pound birds, and I think we had 10 10-pound hams.
Oh.
I had to run out and get
They
some
started.
last minute.
Yeah, they started. Some of the cooking started at 5 this morning.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
This lady was in the store. I had to run out and get some last minute stuff. Just run over to the grocery store. This lady's yelling at the people at the store because they're out of turkeys. And I just went up to her and I was like,
No, lady, how about you shut up? I'm doing YouTube, bitch.
Did you didn't say it.
no, I just wanted to use that. I was just joking around. I didn't go anywhere today.
Huh.
I tell you what, though, I saw my first NFL game this year because I rarely watch that junk. It's just trash. But I watched the Cowboys lose in overtime to the Raiders. That was pretty
Yeah, I saw
Dude,
DeBears.
I choked up, man.
Yep.
I choked
Yeah,
up.
that's good. I saw DeBears win, and I saw the Raiders win, and currently the Bills are winning.
That first touchdown where he threw it to Deshaun Jackson was one of the nicest and cleanest routes I've ever seen.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Bills are winning 24-0, and it's almost the end of the third quarter.
There was one stretch in the fourth quarter where Josh Jacobs had to ran the ball for about 5 yards, and he got tackled by Trayvon Diggs. And the next play, Kenyon Drake ran it for about 5 yards and got tackled by Trayvon Diggs. And it was a Bama back tackled by Bama defensive back. Bama back tackled by Bama defensive back.
Did you see that kickoff return touchdown was something in the Cowboys game? That's the first kickoff return touchdown on Thanksgiving since it was somebody on the Jets that got a kickoff return touchdown.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was somebody on the Jets back in like 2010.
Yeah.
My wife's a huge Cowboys fan, but I told her as long as Ezekiel Elliott's on that team, I'm not gonna root for him.
You don't need to hear things like that. You just a boy.
We don't need to be hearing people rooting for the Cowboys.
Yeah, we don't need to hear them Cowboy fans.
I'm telling you, man, they got rid of Ezekiel Elliott. I wouldn't have an issue with him because I don't mind. I like CeeDee Lamb. I don't mind Dak.
Yeah, I don't mind him.
But I can't root for the Ninja Turtle who always.
Yeah, I don't care for Ezekiel Elliott. I don't care for the Cowboys.
I don't care. I don't care about the Cowboys. I don't have too much of a hatred for them.
I don't hate them as much as I'm 55. I'd say for the vast majority of my life, I would have told you that the Cowboys are my most hated NFL team.
Oh yeah.
But Tom Brady and the Patriots jumped right up there because the Cowboys have been irrelevant and such a non-factor for so long.
Yeah.
When the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, I had to deal with the Cowboys. I hated their guts. But they haven't been good for 25 years.
Oh, hold on. Mississippi State scored.
Touchdown or field goal?
Touchdown.
Oh.
Who's that coming? What the hell? Trencher.
Who's echoing?
I got it.
Mr. Smith. You were echoing. Okay.
We can. I think I could hear you.
I'll hop off here. See if the wife wants to watch a movie.
Oh.
If the wife don't want to watch a movie, I'll come back here in a few minutes.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Talk to you later, Trenches.
All right, and y'all have a good one, man. God bless. Hopefully, y'all had a good holiday.
Yeah, happy
happy,
Thanksgiving, bro.
happy
All right,
Thanksgiving, Trenches. Go Dogs, man.
See you, boys. Take 'em.
That was a good throw too by Rogers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
watching
I'm
it?
gonna have to put my
No, I'm not.
phone on it.
I'm in my
I'm gonna
room.
It's now 24-13 with 7 minutes.
I'm in my
Let's see, get
room.
good. Damn.
I'm gonna have to put my phone on the charger, so I don't know who's in the chat, but I'll drop into the chat.
We got Crimson Brave, Matty Sims, Neo. Oh,
Yeah, Jeff said he's gonna hang out in the chat, but
okay. Let's see. We got LW, Neo, Crimson Brave, Matty Sims. Says there's 8 people watching. Neo says he lives in Dallas, but he doesn't like the Cowboys. Huh. Yeah, I live in Atlanta, and I'm not a huge Falcons fan.
No, I really hate the Falcons.
But yeah, because you're a Bucks fan.
Too much torment. I mean, Matt Ryan really, and part of it was because the Bucks sucked, but
You guys are good.
the Falcons used to always beat us.
Well, now they don't,
Well, they don't now, but I mean, it
Yeah.
was for years. Really, any other team in the NFC South. I mean, the Bucks were bottom feeders
my
for
New York
the longest time.
Yeah, my New York Jets are gonna get an absolute ass beating by you guys.
When are we playing? Is
I
that the
don't.
next game?
No, it's like later on in the season. I know you guys will be playing the Jets, and it's gonna be an absolute ass beating.
Probably around New Year's or something. Probably.
Well, you're playing the Falcons in Atlanta on December the 5th.
Oh shoot!
And you're playing the Jets in MetLife Stadium on January 2nd. Neo says he's a Dolphins fan. Well, I don't like them Dolphins.
I mean, I pull for Waddle and Tua. I always pull for the Bama players, but
And Nick, I'm glad.
I'm not really. It's not so much about the Dolphins. I mean, they could win games, and that's great for Tua. But I mean, what good is it really if he's not having his best performance? And they win it because some other quarterback or let's say defense or whatever, when he had a bad game, and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. I saw that game where you guys where Brady threw the pick 6 against the Saints on Halloween.
Oh crap! Come on.
Yeah, I did see that.
Whoa!
That's fine, Neo. It's fine. You're
Almost gets the onside kick.
I still like you, Neo. Oh,
Hey,
yeah. I hate the
who do you
Dolphins.
Who do you think's going to win between Oklahoma State tomorrow? That'll be good.
I'm pulling for the Cowboys. Oklahoma State.
Yeah, me too, man. I think that. First off, the Big 12 has kind of been a little opposite of what it has been. Like, I haven't seen as much offense, and I've seen some better defenses. But I'll tell you what, there's some playmakers on defense for Oklahoma State that I think could give the Sooners some trouble.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I think I'm a man. I'm 40 is gonna win.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Hold on, I gotta find that. Yeah. Jeez, he's been on that. He's been coaching them for a while.
A long time.
That ain't true.
Well, the line is Oklahoma State by 4, and they got a 54.5% chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer Sanders is a great quarterback. Their running back's been pretty good too. Warren is his name. Jalen Warren. I mean, he's averaging maybe 5 yards a carry. He's got 10 touchdowns and already over 1,000 yards rushing on 220 carries.
Hold on.
He's doing really good.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yep. Oh, Lizard Circus says Neo just came back from visiting me. He made my day by getting traditional Thanksgiving dinner items together and bringing them, microwaving, and it was delicious. Saved by Turkey Day. Love him. Oh, that's very good for you, Lizard. Hope you're recovering. Hopefully you recover soon, Lizard.
14 points a game is what Oklahoma State is allowing on defense.
Oh wow!
I don't know the last time I saw that in the Big 12. It's a few guys I would watch. What's his name? Rodriguez is a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, a linebacker actually. He's kind of on the edge. He's got 55 tackles on the season. He's got a sack. He's got 55 tackles on his own. He's got 40 assists for a total of 95 tackles. He has forced 3 fumbles on the year and recovered 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a guy I'd watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then Harper is another linebacker. Those 2 guys there, Devin Harper, and then I mentioned Malcolm Rodriguez are guys off the edge that I think can pressure Caleb Williams and maybe put a stop to what Oklahoma does offensively. Now let me ask you this, and we kind of talked about it earlier, but would you put a Oklahoma State Big Ten champ? Like, would you put a 1-loss Big Ten champion this year for sure?
I mean, I don't know. That's a really good question, Ballard. I don't know. We'll see what the committee has to do, or what the committee does. I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what I just found out?
Everybody.
Oklahoma State won a national title in 1945.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Irrelevant titles. Talk about that.
Yeah. You know who else has an
1945?
I know. You know who else has an irrelevant national title? And this might surprise you. Syracuse.
Alabama. Oh, really?
Yeah, they won one back in like
where?
I think it was like the 50s, maybe. Was that the Texas A&M game?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Remember that one?
Yeah. What?
When I reacted to the kick.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, and then
God.
I came in literally after the game was over. And then Jacob came in and started.
This is it. 38 yards.
I remember this.
This is it. 38 yards. A&M could win it. The snap. The hold. The kick is up. No! No. I was pissed.
You were mad. I've never seen you get this mad, Ballard.
Well, Bama hasn't lost since my channel.
Wow.
Alabama,
yeah.
And Nick Saban has lost to an assistant. I want to shout out Jimbo. I give him credit. He was in the best position. Well, I don't know who was in the best position. Clearly, Jimbo.
Yeah, he was.
Clearly.
I thought
he's
Kirby
the best
was.
assistant out there, though. He's the best assistant.
I thought Kirby was in.
No, hold on.
But no.
Jimbo does have a national title. I'll give him that.
That is true.
I give him credit. I told you guys, someone was going to get Alabama. I didn't think this.
And then I came in.
I thought it was going to hook too, Gary, if I'm being honest with you.
And then Jacob
Talking
started
to Gary.
credit.
I'm even talking back to Gary Danielson. I'm such in shock.
Where's Jeff? Y'all get in here.
And then I came in, and then like Jacob came in.
This Bama team trying to ruin every streak we got going. That's true, Crimson. I mean, we just lost we had the most wins, consecutive wins against unranked opponents.
Since
We
2007.
24-0 against former assistants, and I mean, this Bama team is stressful, especially the offense with Bryce. I mean, it's just. Oh, but Bryce Young is fine. There's nothing wrong with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not perfect, and the receivers aren't helping him out.
Yeah.
It's killing him.
You know what? Speaking of the streaks, so Jeff Webster was in Celine Driver's Wednesday afternoon stream one time and started talking about like streaks that were gone. And Lou came in, and Lou was like, "Nobody cares about some streak you don't have anymore." And then Lou and Jeff just started getting into an argument, and Lou told Jeff that Alabama was going to the Citrus Bowl. And when I heard that, I was like, "There's no way."
No way. How? If we do end up in a bowl game and we're not in the playoffs, trust me, it's New Year's 6, and it's probably the Sugar Bowl being us being an SEC team.
Yeah, it's usually it's like.
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I've been too hard on Bryce. Yes, the offense is functional, but Bryce ain't perfect. Nowhere near it. I mean, he has. I think next year in 2022, we'll get back on top, and we will. We'll win a title next season. This is the year clearly for Georgia. And even still, Bryce is still trying to figure some things out, but he's still, I would say he's getting better each week. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like the offense, outside of points, it just seems like it's clicking together at the right moment in the season, because you're fixing to have to go play the number one defense. You got to play this week at Auburn, which, again, I keep saying it. Any time, I'm lost. Anytime we go to Jordan Hare, I mean, nothing we can't win, but it's always a tough game.
What the thing is, last 2 times Georgia lost in the SEC title game, both of those times they ended up going to the Sugar Bowl. 2018.
So Alabama's going to the Sugar Bowl if we lose.
Well, but then in 2017, when Auburn lost to Georgia, they went to the Peach Bowl and lost to UCF.
Well, that's because that year the Sugar Bowl was the semifinal.
Oh yeah, so they're So
you
Alabama,
got to think about how they rotate the New Year's Six Bowl. So like we get the orange and cotton this year, so the SEC runner-up would get the Sugar Bowl, and assuming the SEC champion is an automatic playoff bid, they're either in the orange or the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when Georgia was in the Rose Bowl in 2018.
See, I don't understand that. They put Clemson at number 1 too. I don't know how they do that. They kind of just pick the 4 teams and they try to. Well, first off, what they didn't want to do was put 2 SEC teams head to head in the semis.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, why this team or that team. Like, I get why Bama's the 4 seed. You got the other 3 are conference champions, but however order you put them in, I don't know what the reason being is.
Yeah, I know. But then you guys were in the were you in the Orange Bowl or something that year?
The year after, you talking about when Tua started for us?
No, when Georgia won the SEC title game and you guys got in because of the 12-team playoff thing.
We haven't had the 12. We don't have a 12-team playoff yet.
Oh, sorry. The 2017.
No, dude. Okay, so 2017. Georgia wins the SEC over Auburn.
Yeah.
They're not the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Clemson is. Clemson had a loss to Syracuse early on in the season, but they ran the table and they won the ACC. They still only had the 1 loss. They looked better. They had a great defense. Seemed like they were picking some things up throughout the season. They get in. Now, I don't know why this team or that team got 1, 2, or 3, but nobody was undefeated anyway. So what does it matter? Just put 4 1-loss champions or 3 of them, and then get a bid to Alabama. So I don't know who got who got what, but what they didn't want to do for sure. All I know is they don't want to match up in semifinals. They don't want to match up. Say if they have 2 teams from the same conference, they don't want to match them up together in the semis. They'd rather see them play somebody else and see what they can do. And it just so happened we got 2 SEC teams, obviously, in the title game that year.
Yeah.
But and Alabama had to be the 4 seed because the other 3. Yeah, I would say this, that if you do put a team in there that didn't win their conference, which I'll even admit, I think you should have to win your conference to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, that seems fair.
But with 3 conference champions, put them in whatever order you want to. It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Alabama not winning the SEC, let alone making it, was going to, in my opinion, had to be number 4.
Yeah. Back then in 2017, I was like, wait, why is Alabama in? They didn't go to the SEC title game. I was confused, but now I know. But again, you gotta do well in Atlanta if you want to make it.
We have to win in Atlanta if we want to make it. If we lose, regardless of score, I think we're out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, we'll see. We'll see the committee. The committee's always interesting.
If the other conference champions suck, like I'm talking, if Oklahoma, are we going to have 2 1-loss teams in the Big 12? I don't think so. So if the 1-loss team, whether it's Oklahoma State or Oklahoma or whoever, if that team loses, and we got a 2 or 3, whatever it might be, champion, the Big 12 is probably out.
Okay. Oh.
In my opinion. I don't know. I would say at the very least. Well, I don't know. I'm lost here. I think for Alabama to lose the SEC and still get it, I really do think a lot needs to happen.
It'd be crazy if you guys lost and still got in. Some crazy stuff would have to happen.
I'd be mad. Because I don't think they would deserve it. I mean, I honestly, this year for this season, I truly want the committee to get. I don't know why, but I want them to get this right. And sometimes Bama just isn't sometimes Bama just doesn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? I wish, but when I see, as someone trying to be a sportscaster, I'm trying to be unbiased and as fair as I can be. Sometimes, Bama's just not the best team in college football, and clearly they're not this year. Yeah. So, I mean, now they could be if they beat Georgia.
They could be. That is true.
But I really do, and I've been saying it all year, man. And I know I flip-flop a little bit, but I really do. I think it's your year this year.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying all year, especially when you lose to an unranked Texas A&M.
And you got to do it this year because you're not that Kirby's not going to keep Georgia up top or whatever, but Jeff has mentioned this, but if you look at Alabama's recruiting up and coming, they got a lot coming in, and they're going to be back, and they're going to be building more and more these next few years of the SEC. And Georgia you'll be winning the East for quite some time because I'd give Heupel some credit. I think he's going in the right direction with Tennessee. Florida's falling off.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
sure right now. Vandy's Vandy. Who else is? Shane Beamer in South Carolina.
Tennessee.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'm predicting. First off, I think they'll beat Clemson this weekend.
Okay.
In Columbia. But after that, should that be a confidence booster that you beat Clemson on a down year that they're having?
Yeah.
And, Clemson, so we could beat anybody, so we could go for No. Now I think Shane Beamer could maybe build something up, but it's not going to be what Georgia or Alabama or it's not going to be that high.
No, it's not.
At least for quite some time.
Hey, and you know what I just realized? Florida, they got to win this weekend or else they're not going to a bowl game.
Yeah. I'd watch out for Ole Miss going forward, too. I know they're losing a little bit this year.
Yeah.
Well, quite a bit, but I don't know. Maybe Lane Kiffin, if he can figure out some recruiting and everything, he's an offensive guru. I think he could start building some great offenses going forward.
Hell, he didn't do that bad against Alabama last year. You guys won.
No, dude. That's the team that should have beat us last year.
Yeah, I know.
Even though we won by
it was like 63 to 49.
It was like 63 to 48 or something, and we won by a couple possessions. Still, damn, Lane.
I know.
What the hell are you putting in that quarterback?
I know. That's crazy. I was watching. I was like, "Wow, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What the hell's going on?"
Yeah, man, it was stressful.
63 to 48.
That was it.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. Georgia last year against you guys, we were a first half team, and then second half, I don't know what the hell we were.
Well, I'll tell you, I think it was more so, and I'm not taking anything away from your offense. Touchdown Mississippi State, though.
Yeah.
Here, cutting in a little. I think the first half of the Georgia game last year, Alabama's defense couldn't get it together. And I'm not going to take anything away from your offense, but I really think it was a wake-up call because it was right after the Ole Miss game anyway. It was a wake-up call for Pete Golding, for the Alabama defense and everybody to just get their crap straightened out. And did they have it together? In some games, yeah, they had it together, but it was very inconsistent, and it kind of pissed me off. But we were an offensive team that just was not going to be stopped like that. So that was going to lead us to a title like it did. And, I think the Ole Miss game and the first half of the Georgia game broke the Alabama defense last year. And, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? Have you ever seen that video of Kirby saying to all the Georgia players, "All I want to do is F and 8"?
No.
No, you never seen that? And he's all he's cussing and everything. It was like back in like 2018 or something.
He cusses too much, man. He's too tough. Is he? He really wants to be a winning coach. Then.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's fired up. I love it.
Yeah, he had that Nick Saban moment against who was it? Florida or where it was that locker room talk. Halftime.
I don't know.
We were talking about it earlier when I think Jeff was in here. But yeah, this is it's gonna be an interesting weekend of college football. Not really too. Georgia Tech, not interesting at all. Not even close. But we'll see how everything else goes.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. We'll see how the Bills game's going.
What's up with the NFL? I still got this Egg Bowl game on. It's 2:27. Mississippi State just scored. It's 10-point game. And I guess they're going to try to onside this.
It's not likely
They
they'll
probably
come.
going to. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Ole Miss gets it.
Yeah,
About midfield.
the Bills are beating the
That was right.
Saints. The Bills are beating the Saints 30-6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. I don't like the Aints. I don't like the Aints.
Poodats.
The Poodats, the Aints, yeah.
Poodats.
The Poodats. I come from Sleeta's channel. Hey, what's up,
What's up,
Neil?
Neo?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
You too, man.
How's
Happy Thanksgiving. Well time.
Yeah, I'm a Dolphins
man.
fan. Will, what you gonna do about it?
Well, we lost. Well, we lost last week to you guys because you guys did good against us, but we only lost by a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't pay nearly as I'm saying I'm a Dolphins fan. I don't pay nearly as much attention to the NFL as I do college, but because I just now started trying to pay more attention to the NFL.
Yeah, last year I started to pay a lot more attention to college football.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, NFL is getting boring, so I should just pay attention to college football more.
Yep. And you pay attention to it, and look what happens with Georgia.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What happened?
Oh, just a hard hit there on the running back. I'll tell you what, it's 10-point game with 2:20. If Ole Miss scores again here, it's over, and I'm turning it off. If they don't, and Mississippi State gets the ball, and maybe they put together a drive and go down and score, maybe that'll be something.
I thought this game would be more competitive.
Yeah,
I thought it would at least. I mean, I could understand it being 10 points this late in the game. I figured it would be more of a shootout. It's pretty defensive side.
Why?
In ways.
I want to understand something. I don't know why it's called the Egg Bowl.
They play for an egg trophy.
Yeah.
What's up, fools? Yo, 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 yo. And happy Thanksgiving. What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Playing for an egg.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's
Someone's
just weird.
fixing to lay an egg. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
All these other bowl, well, maybe not all of them, but some of them play for trophies or some kind of a thing. I know.
I don't know how we got out of that.
Well,
God, look at this.
That's a nice trophy.
Please show it again. Please show it again.
That's a nice trophy for the Iron Bowl.
What is?
The Iron Bowl trophy is a nice trophy.
Damn, show that
Is there an? I didn't even know there was an Iron Bowl trophy.
There is. Yeah.
There is.
It's called the James E. Foy V-ODK Sportsmanship Trophy, more commonly known as the Foy.
They don't have.
They
at least don't show the presentations. But what's funny, though, what I've read up on is whoever has it. For example, Alabama had it last year. They have to take it to Auburn if Auburn wins.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They actually have to present it to them themselves.
Oh man!
And they're not even gonna show this replay here. Never mind.
Yeah. So this was first awarded back in 1948.
Now, why did I not know this? I'm 57 years old. I didn't know this.
Well, I mean, it's not like the Egg Bowl or any other rivalry where they have it show up on the field every year.
Yeah, there's a lot of rivalries that have. I don't know if Georgia Tech. I don't think they have a.
And I don't think it's very secretive or anything. I don't know why they don't just. I think probably because a lot of people, and I'm like this too. I mean, I don't like the Iron Bowl. I don't want Alabama to win the Iron Bowl because of some stupid trophy. I want them to win the Iron Bowl just to beat Auburn because it's it's just part of what it is. It's our rival. It's trophy or not. I mean, we could play for a freaking
doesn't one
dog poop. I don't care.
Doesn't one rivalry have a boot or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's the LSU Arkansas one. That's what they had last week. I think.
What?
I think so. Is it? Are you talking about the one shaped like Louisiana or something?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just seems like I remember that hearing that one rivalry had a boot that they boot trophy or something. I don't know.
It's TJ Finley playing for Auburn on.
It's LSU and Arkansas battle for the Golden Boots.
That's interesting. It's TJ Finley playing for Auburn on Saturday, right?
Yes.
You guys should win. You should win.
Should win, but like Ballard said earlier, you can't just assume that.
I know.
You talking about this one?
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, this one.
Is this it?
Wow. Wow, that's weird.
Kind of shaped like a boot, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's like showing the two states.
Huh.
Okay. You know what Duke North Carolina rivalry is for the trophy is for football?
No.
It's a victory bell, so they ring a bell.
They ring a bell. Okay.
Yeah, there's a bell they ring. It's called the victory bell. This year North Carolina rung it again.
Hmm.
And
I think Mississippi State just got a turnover here with 1:19 left.
Wait.
I think so.
Like Ole Miss turned it over?
They're saying, well, they said they had the ball and everything. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, it says they had the ball with 1:19 left.
In 10-point game, this will be good. If they can put. They can't kill too much time, though.
Yeah, turnover
and
on downs.
they need to get an onside kick, too, to go down and maybe tie it.
Oh my god. You know what the win probability on ESPN was for this game when kickoff happened?
What?
51% chance that Mississippi State would win.
Really?
Nice.
I know. I heard Mississippi State was actually favored.
Yeah, but it was only like a 3 or 4 point spread. It was pretty close.
Yeah, they favored them by 2.
Was it 2?
Yeah, 2, and then the over-under was 65.
Get out of bounds. Oh, what the hell? He's going to slide inbounds. I would have just... I mean, he could have pushed himself out.
Are y'all pulling for a particular team here?
No.
I just want some chaos to happen.
Oh.
I'm not really pulling for anybody. I mean, yeah, I'd like to see something crazy happen.
Oh, almost intercepted.
And Ballard, I'm like you. I hate Auburn in football too.
Yeah,
I hate them too.
They low down. They dirty. They
snitches. That makes all three of us.
Yep, I don't like them either. Especially 2013. God damn. But I know what you guys went through is worse.
Well, no fucking shit.
But don't you Georgia fans hate Alabama too?
Yeah, but I think we hate Auburn more.
They hate Alabama.
Yeah, we hate Alabama.
They hate crimson red.
The problem is I don't know who do we hate the most. We probably hate Georgia Tech the most.
What the hell are they reviewing?
It's either Georgia Tech or Auburn. But yeah,
Jerry is saying Florida versus Florida State predictions.
Oh,
this will be good.
This will be really good.
I think Florida State's going to win it. I don't know I don't have anything for a score, but I think with Florida, the week that they've had, letting Dan Mullen go and everything, I don't see how they're going to end this season on a good note.
I don't either. Even Celine Driver has said, well, we're not going to win next week, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me too much, but I would expect the Seminoles to get this one here.
I think they will.
But it's at the Swamp, though.
I'll tell you what, the winner of this goes to a bowl game because they're both 5-6, and that's interesting. And the spread is 2.5. I don't know, man.
Spread is 2.5. Over and under is 59.
The question.
Oh, I would laugh. I would laugh if Florida didn't make it to a bowl game.
They may not.
See, that's the question, though. So, who would you say, the Seminoles or the Gators? Who would you say needs the win more? I mean, does Florida State need to make a bowl game just because they've had tougher years? Does Florida need this because of the week that they've had and the coaching and everything? I mean, I think both these teams need it just as much as the other based on
Yeah,
just
there's not
recency.
really one that needs it any more than the other, but I'm pulling for Florida State.
I think
Oh,
Florida
me
State.
too. I'm not pulling for the Gators.
I think Florida State needs it more, just because of how much crap they've taken from Uncle Lou.
Yeah.
So I think
we'll read Lizard Circus's comment.
Auburn sucks. Tennessee can go to. I respect Georgia, and I'll be happy for them if they win a natty bad time. Yeah, I respect Alabama. I don't hate them that much. I don't like Auburn. I hate Tennessee, but I respect Alabama. I like Nick Saban, and I don't hate their team that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect Alabama. Nick Saban's a great coach. I love the rant he had on the call-in show he has. That was good.
The what?
Did you not see that, Neo? What was that video, Ballard?
Oh, he was calling out like the ungrateful fans, like they get really pissed because of how.
I'm sorry, my mind was somewhere else. You said Saban's rant.
Well, it was a rant, kind of.
Rant.
It
yeah.
was.
I would call it a rant. R-A-N-T, rant.
Oh.
All right. I really so I really want to talk about this game here though. I mean, seriously, this is gonna be funny. Okay. The fact that Florida is favored and everything, I mean, it's not necessarily laughable. I get it. It's at the Swamp, and I know Florida State's having a hole of their own. But I'm going to say Florida State gets this because and I don't know who the better team. I think both teams suck just as much as the next one. But I feel like Florida not being in the right mindset, not being in the right position with firing Dan Mullen and everything. It's been a rough week. They're still trying to find that guy. I think they've been through so much this week that I think they're going to, and I don't even know if I want to say Florida State's getting an upset. It's a 2.5-point spread. But I really would be surprised if Florida finds a way to win this game, especially if it's big. I'm just going to go ahead and give a score prediction. I think it'll be 31-20 Florida State, honestly. I don't see a whole lot of offense, but I mean, there's not really a whole lot of defense either.
Did you see Lizard's comment about Tennessee couples?
Only fam. Oh my God, that's bad. Would y'all agree with this game?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Florida's just been weak lately.
I'm actually pulling for Florida State. I think they'll win. I think they'll win, but I'm also wanting them to win.
Yeah, I think they need it more.
Yeah. Well,
and I'll be honest too. I mean,
Will, I would expect Will to root for Florida State, seeing that Georgia and Florida are hated rivals.
Yeah, I don't like my SEC. I want my SEC team, East team, to lose, but I'll feel bad for I'll feel kind of bad for Celine Driver though.
Yeah. Well,
it's funny. I mean, I don't really want to see, and I don't really hate. I don't hate the Gators. I don't hate the Seminoles. I really just don't care. I just think both of them are laughable right now.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I don't care who wins this. But like I said, I just think the Gators with the coaching and everything, and just all the crap and criticism that they're getting, and there's a lot of heat, I think, on Scott Strickland too now to go and find the right guy to turn Florida around the way that it should be. They've had a rough week. It's going to be messing with them. The players probably will. I don't know if they're going to be motivated enough. And this isn't one of those, well, Florida State's better. I think both of them are kind of in the gutter on their own right now. I don't think one team is better than the other. I just think that if I'm betting, and everything, and I don't actually bet, I just have a feeling that Florida, it's not one of those Florida State's going to pull it off. It's just Florida's not going to be in it. So I'd have to go with the Seminoles. And I think they can pull away. And I think that 2.5 is a little too low. I think it'll be maybe an 11-point game, 31-20.
You know what people think about Florida State all the time?
What?
Wait, Tonto.
That.
Yeah.
That's what they think about him. Yeah. The one you said. Yeah, that's true. But
Now, they have won their last 2 games, and they're not bad wins, and they've been close, so they know how to play a close game too. 31-28 over Miami and 26-23 over Boston College. Meanwhile, Florida's given up 52 points to a team called Samford, losing 3 straight with LSU, Georgia, South Carolina, and then losing to Missouri. They haven't won an SEC game really in a month or whatever it is. So, I mean, who's on a better track record right now? Forget records, both the same. Florida State's on a better track record at this point.
Yeah, so right when you said that, Florida State has a lot more momentum going into this game, especially after winning 2 straight against Miami and Boston College. So I'm saying, yeah, Florida State's probably going to pull off the win or pull it off.
I think so too. And this is another rivalry of mine that I'm glad to see back this year, and I love to watch. It's a good rivalry, and especially me being from Florida. I mean, not really pulling for either team, but it's a big rivalry, man. I know some FSU fans, I know some Gator fans, and they don't really like each other. They don't like the other team, and it's very traditional and everything. It's a big rivalry. But again, this is one of those where it's like it sucks that these teams suck. But the fact that they're kind of both just as bad as the next, it also makes it kind of interesting and curious. But again, I think the Seminoles are in a better position and probably going to be more motivated and in a better mood on Saturday. That I think they'll get it done.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's looking likely. And yeah, like Jeff Webster said, it's probably going to be 28-0 at the end of the first quarter of the Georgia Tech game.
It's going to be what?
28-0 Georgia.
Ooh.
I mean, that stadium is going to be filled with a lot more red than gold, or whatever their colors are.
Oh, I don't know.
Just saying, like, and have you seen the videos of like Chess and Sea Dog, and then Trenches got involved?
Yes.
I haven't seen that yet. I'm
gotta see it. So Trench's video is probably the best one. He's betting Sea Dog on there's 3 different bets. And there's 2 that Sea Dog should not pick, but 1 that he probably should.
It's officially over 31-21 Ole Miss over Mississippi State there. But that was still a good game to watch. I mean, it was competitive. Ole Miss just kind of pulled it out and got some stops at the end.
So that's
Traveling Fools is saying Tech is going to win.
In golf?
Yeah, in golf. Yeah.
In golf?
In golf?
Sunshine Showdown is what they call it, by the way. Florida State.
Oh, really? What do they call? What do they call the Georgia Tech?
Plain old-fashioned hate, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, plain old-fashioned hate. I think you're right, Ballard.
Plain old-fashioned hate. Team I hate. Thing is, I probably hate Georgia Tech the most out of all of Georgia's rivals. So that's 2 straight wins for Ole Miss over Mississippi State. And what? How many meetings was this now? 118. Wow. And 2018, 19, both. Well, so Mississippi State won 2 straight, and now Ole Miss has won 2 straight. Traveling Fools says Tech is going to win. Absolutely not. Definitely not, man. That is just unconfirmed. I'm actually wearing a polo today because I had company. I had family come over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Team Sea Dog says LW. Sea Dog's a Georgia Tech fan.
Apparently.
Yeah, he is. And so Chess made a video, then Sea Dog made one.
I'll be honest with you. I feel kind of bad for Sea Dog, and I don't know.
And all the Tech fans.
I see no way that Tech wins that game, but
yeah,
honestly, and you're probably going to get mad at this, Will. I think it'd be kind of funny.
I think so too.
Be funny if Georgia loses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would be. It'd be hilarious. I bet everybody would literally laugh so hard that they'd probably pass out.
I think that's what. Although I'll say this, there's part of me that would want to see that happen, but knowing that Kirby's good at using losses as motivation.
Yeah, that's another
thing.
I don't want y'all losing this game before you got to go play us. And
that's true too.
Because then if we lose,
you better be straight. And to the point with Georgia Tech, you better beat them. And we'll just let's beat our rivals this weekend. Let's get to Atlanta.
Yeah, Webster has said that. Webster has said that more than one time about the same thing, Ballard.
Which one? About you don't want to play Georgia when they're pissed?
Right.
Oh,
right.
You don't. You do not, because if we lose,
you don't want to play. And Will, I admit it as a Georgia fan, you don't want to play an angry Alabama, do you?
Oh no, we
seriously.
don't. We don't, and you don't want to play an angry Georgia.
No.
Yeah. So
now it'd be funny. It would be hilarious if both of our teams lost this weekend and we both still meet up, and it's like, well, now they're both pissed. So who do we go with?
Oh, both angry.
Then we get an old school defensive game because those defenses, I'm sure, going to give up some points if they lose this weekend. So they're probably going to get a weird. I don't know if it'd be 9-6, but an old school Bama LSU type of game where it was just all defense and it came down to the wire and a good stop or something. Which, in a way, I kind of want to see that in the SEC title because I love hard hitting defenses, man. I tell you.
Yeah. If we lose to Georgia Tech, this will make us want to beat you guys even more.
No kidding.
Seriously, we'll be like we'll come in freaking hard. But anyway, yeah, if we shouldn't lose, and you guys shouldn't lose either.
So I think Georgia and Alabama fans want each other to win this week.
Yeah, or else we're gonna get really angry.
And if we do, and I'll tell you what, if I think the Georgia Tech game is, I think that's before the Iron Bowl. How do I want to put this? Let's say Georgia Tech upsets Georgia, which again, I doubt that. I think both of our teams are going to win. But let's say something crazy happens and they upset Georgia. If you're Alabama, you see that game happen. First off, does Georgia sit there and say, man, I sure hope that Alabama wins so they get uppity next week and they think they get all hyped and they don't know what we're messing with. But then if you're Alabama, do you sabotage the Iron Bowl, you take the loss, and then you go into the next week?
No, you don't want to sabotage the Iron Bowl. If you sabotage the Iron Bowl, that could be a pretty big mistake. Or that'll be a huge mistake.
It would completely ruin Alabama's chances to get into the playoff.
Yeah, exactly. You want to go to the playoffs, so you have to beat Auburn.
Oh yeah.
And we're fine. We're fine if we lose to if we beat Georgia Tech.
If we lose to Auburn, and we still beat Georgia in the SEC title, and we're sitting there 11-2, winning the SEC. Are we still out because we got 2 losses? I mean, are you seriously going to leave out? The SEC champ. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to say anything and make excuses for Bama, I'd say the same thing if Georgia was in their position. I just
Yeah.
think if you're the SEC champion, I think that being from the best conference, winning the best conference's championship, I put you in. Two
Yeah.
losses, one losses, or three, or whatever it might
Oh,
be.
3?
Oh, okay. We're never going to have a 3-loss champion.
No, absolutely not.
You can
Nope.
quote me on that, and we can have it in the future when the SEC is irrelevant, which I doubt will ever happen.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. When will the SEC be relevant? Yeah, it'll probably be like
I'll be dead.
probably like 100,000 years after I'm dead.
100,000 years after you're dead.
Yeah,
That's a mighty long time.
exactly. It's gonna take a very long time. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if Texas. I don't know if Texas is gonna regret their decision of joining planning on joining the SEC.
Yeah,
Especially,
do you ever watch SEC shorts?
oh yeah, I do.
Did you see that one where Texas was trying to get out of coming to the SEC?
No, I should watch it. I got my phone right here. I should watch
That
that.
that one's pretty funny.
Yeah, I watch those all the time, but the best one to me is the Tennessee security guard, and he pulls out the mustard.
Mustard bottle in there.
He's like, hey, we already got this.
Yeah.
Or how about Tennessee sues to never play Alabama again?
I don't want that going away.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
You haven't?
I don't think so.
It was about a month ago after Alabama beat Tennessee.
Oh. I may have. I just don't remember it. But,
I gotta watch this Texas one.
yeah, it's pretty funny. Are you watching it now?
I am, yeah. Hold on a second. Nothing.
Texas had just lost to Arkansas when they did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I swear it feels like Friday, not Thursday. Man. Y'all still there?
Yeah, Will is currently watching one of the SEC shorts.
Which one?
That one where Texas was trying to get out of joining the SEC.
Yeah.
Did you see that one, Ballard?
I think I saw it.
That's pretty funny. You finished watching it, Will? Guess not.
I just finished watching it, and the Arkansas fans like, you're locked in here with me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, SEC shorts. They're great. They're great. Apparently-
did y'all see the one where Florida tried to win a hot seat?
Oh yeah, I did. I mean,
Yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
Lizard?
What's up?
Hey,
What's up,
Lizard.
buddy?
What's up,
What's
Lizard?
up, guys? How's your night
Not
going?
much.
Oh, it's been
Y'all
great.
gotta check this out.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm not in a lot of pain tonight. I'm just I'm hanging out with this really shitty TV they got up in here. But they have ESPN.
Well,
That's good, man. Happy Thanksgiving too.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Lizard.
Thank you, man. It's a weird one, which is on brand for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can recover soon.
Oh yeah, I'm always recovering from something or other.
Yeah.
But you know, I always come back stronger.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew, Will, but Lizard is disabled, physically disabled. And so he's been through a whole lot.
Yeah, he's been through a whole lot. Feel bad. Feel really bad.
Neo's been put through a whole lot by me.
And now, season
Yeah, this one's pretty good here.
finale of The Hot Seat.
Wow. Standing before me, I see three truly terrible, awful, completely incompetent football teams. I could see myself with any of you. But there's only one of me, so before I make my choice, I'll let each of you tell me one last time why I should choose you. Nebraska, I feel like I've known you the longest, so I'll let you go first.
Well, I've made my feelings for you known the past 3-ish seasons. Now, I know we have a $20 million buyout that we can't exactly afford, but baby, we can work through that.
Virginia Tech?
We finished the season ranked in the top 20 just once in the last 10 seasons. We've lost 4 of our last 5 games. The only way we're bringing in Billy Napier is if you pick me.
Florida?
We lost to South Carolina by 23 points.
Is that it?
We lost by 23 points to South Carolina when we were favored by 20 to a third-string backup quarterback on his first start. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So we done here, or?
Well, I have to be honest. Your interest in me does seem a bit sudden. You played Alabama so close.
Oh, you mean Alabama, the offensive train wreck who's going to get crushed by Georgia in the SEC championship?
Well, I need to know what our long-term situation
true.
would
I mean,
be.
not really.
How's your recruiting?
Recruiting? Huh? Never heard of it. I'm sorry, like recruiting during the season? Is that what you guys have been doing? Recruiting during the season? Because that's not what we've been doing. For the record, we are also not recruiting.
We can actually afford our buyout, so pick me.
Our entire team is quit. We've got nothing but athletic trainers and ball boys out there singing the alma mater at the end of games. It's over.
Okay, well, I think I've heard enough. It's now time for my final decision.
Nope. Don't have time for this.
What are you doing?
Gotta lock it down before Grantham gets an extension.
You're ruining the drama. Fine, but let's see, maybe possibly if we can get the hire right this time.
Well, I'm still firing my guy.
Could I put my Venmo information out there? What? No? Okay.
This a man with truly no options.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, that's
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that
my
one.
grandmother loves watching these with me.
Yeah, those are hilarious.
I was dying at the it was Tennessee suing Alabama.
Yeah, that one
never
was funny.
play him again.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh my God,
Did
loved
y'all,
it.
did y'all see the last one that came out on Monday where they were trolling Alabama?
About the issue? Yeah.
Yeah.
The playoff learns about Alabama's issues.
Yeah. Did you see that one, Will?
No, I didn't, but I got the notification. Hold on, let me look at it.
I feel like I'm having a nightmare. What the fuck?
Is there any way Will can put that on the screen, Ballard?
Are you on your laptop, Will?
Yeah, I actually am.
If you click share, I can let it in. If you just got to share screen, I just got to let it in.
All right, hold on. I gotta find SEC shorts first of all. Let me find it real quick.
Are y'all buying this
Well,
BS?
here's-
Sarkisian getting fired after his first year.
No.
I mean, that just seems a little extreme. I mean, like, give the guy some time. I understand Texas isn't doing that well this year, but give him some time and then see if next year, if nothing improves,
And
then
I
maybe.
even,
get ready for
I
it.
even understand the expectations at Texas, and Sark understands it. But every coach in his first year, I mean, like Kirby did great, but I mean that's what he walked into. You got to understand what Tom Herman did on decline the past few years.
Hey,
was
Ballard.
not good.
Hey, Ballard. I have headphones plugged in. Will it not work when I have headphones plugged in? The audio.
It should work.
Okay.
Just give it a try.
Hold on, let me just
And
click.
if it make sure you share the sound, and if it doesn't go through audio wise for us, take the headphones out.
Share screen. Entire screen window. No. Share system audio. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Play it real quick. We can hear it.
Okay, good.
Thanks for a great evening. I had a lot of fun.
Me too.
Year after year, there's always something so special about you.
What's the one we just saw?
What? Oh, nothing.
Something definitely just flew past your head.
Are you sure? Because I didn't see anything.
Yes, I definitely saw something. Look, what is that?
Oh, no. New Year's Eve is going to be so magical this year.
Alabama, do you have team issues you're not telling me about?
Oh God.
Nope. We're just as dominant and well-rounded as we always are.
Arkansas being good at football.
Arkansas being good at
Okay,
football.
that was a close
That
one.
one's funny.
Might be 2 or 3 teensy-weensy adjustments we can make here or there.
I don't understand. You always recruit so well year after year.
You know, sometimes it's not just the players.
He called it. Where's Phil O'Brien?
Oh!
You know, a lot of staff turnover season after season can catch up with you.
You already have that Texas A&M loss, and now you're going to have to play Georgia in Atlanta.
You know, it's not just us. There are a lot of teams out there that are struggling.
Oh, no way.
Jesus.
And Mizzou. Mizzou.
Missouri.
Oh, the shoe.
This episode.
The shoe.
Everything.
The shoe.
Oh my God.
The shoe. That's what makes it even better.
Finish him. The shoe.
The shoe makes it even better.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
I died when he caught it and threw it back.
He threw it back at Pete Golding. That's
Went
what I
down.
would do if I was an Alabama fan.
Oh God.
Uh,
When you think you're ready.
when I think I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
What would
Alabama, when Alabama thinks it's ready and then they learn, oh, we got a lot of shit to work on.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure,
Like
definitely.
This year.
Yeah. Now you're
God, I thank God for Bryce Young and Will Anderson.
yeah, I mean you guys are still doing like solid. I mean
There's
the
a
last
lot of them
I
are
gotta
young.
Gotta give props though. One more player. Jamison Williams has been a hell of a receiver.
Oh man.
Yeah, Jameson. Yeah.
Hey, but guys, get ready for Brock Bowers.
Oh,
And
here
get
we
ready
go.
for Jermaine Burton.
Here we go.
Just saying.
And Jordan Davis.
But this
and
is what I
whoever
hear
else, yeah.
when Georgia fans mention their players that I truly couldn't care less who you have. All I hear is
Well, let's see now. We have on our team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Okay then.
Listen.
Will may be too young to know that.
Probably.
Tonight
Yeah.
is a Costello routine.
Who's
Yeah.
on first?
Who's on first?
It's old
What's on
people
second?
comedy.
I don't know who's on third.
But Lizard, what you mentioned about Tennessee couples was too funny.
Oh God.
Which one?
Oh,
Which one?
Onlyfam.com. Oh my God. The crap I come up with on the fly.
Oh, has the doctor come in and talked to you, Lizard?
Yeah, I mean a couple times, so we know it's not anything I'm gonna have to have surgery on.
Okay, that's very.
Not anything super serious.
Okay, that's good to hear. It's good to hear.
I woke up yesterday morning with this nurse, like trying to take blood out of my right hand, which has like nerve damage. But I was asleep and she was trying to take blood out of me. And I was like, no, this isn't. I woke up, I'm like, no, this isn't happening.
Yeah,
So,
that's totally messed up.
I told the charge nurse, and I'm like, they're trying to take blood out of me when I'm asleep like a vampire.
Yeah, that's not right. Shouldn't be doing that.
I'm already full of holes. If I drink too much water, it just comes out.
Oh.
That's not true, man. Lizard. Oh God.
Jeez. I could tell you've been going through some rough stuff, Lizard.
Yeah, but I go and I meet it with comedy. I've been through the doom and gloom. That doesn't work for me, the despair. So I say it's all about the silliness. So I try to laugh my way through it. I tell jokes to my nurses.
Yeah.
The ones that are clean anyway.
Get it?
But I make sure because
11 in a row. Get it?
I love watching people laugh because of me. So that's one of my favorite things. I'm full of scars and stories, guys.
Yeah, I like that's good. But that Tennessee player giving the Alabama fans the 2 middle fingers, that did not last long.
Yeah.
That did not last long.
He lost one of those fingers in a sawmill accident soon after.
Oh, really?
Damn, dude.
Really?
No.
He's just kidding. I was like, if that's actually true, jeez.
Oh my God.
That would be karma, wouldn't it?
Oh, that'd be big time karma.
Big time.
Jeff Webster and I got into a little bit
This one says it's got a Tennessee Vols helmet and a football next to it. It said, "If you don't support us when we go 1-11 this year, stay off the bandwagon when we go 2-10 next year."
Hey, if you don't like us when we're in the mud, you're really gonna hate us when we're in the shit.
2-10.
2-10.
2-10.
2-10.
I think Tennessee's done better than anybody expected them to this year, though.
Oh, for sure. I do have to give Heupel props. I like hearing Heupel. I think he's got the right attitude and the mindset for this program. And I'm not going to hype up like national brand or anything for Tennessee. But if anyone can bring this program back to any sort of relevancy, I honestly think Heupel might be the guy if he could just figure out recruiting.
Everybody's saying that, but when
if he could just stay away from fast food, he'll be okay.
Everybody's saying that, but when Butch Jones was there, I mean, he started gradually improving like that, and then they just fell off.
Yeah, that's
2016, Butch Jones beat Georgia.
Yeah.
Jawan Jennings.
And 2015.
Jawan Jennings.
God, I hate that game. But I love it. I loved it when Florida beat Tennessee on a Hail Mary, and Uncle Lou was laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Florida. I mean, who do you think was Jeremy? Be honest, who was worse, Butch Jones or Jeremy Pruitt?
Worst head coach?
Yeah, who was worse
as a head coach?
Yes.
I'd say the more
Jeremy Pruitt.
disappointing. Yeah, well, I'd say Jeremy Pruitt because, and it's not so much that he came from Alabama. First off, he wasn't too bad as a coordinator for us, and then Tennessee gets him. And again, like I just said about hype, like no one was hyping him up like he's gonna bring him to the promised land or anything. But he seems like the guy. Well, his first year he does okay. His second year he's losing like the first 2 or 3 games to unranked Group of 5 like Georgia State and BYU.
Yep, that's when General Vautard died.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Butch won 9 a couple times. Pruitt never won. He didn't.
Well,
I don't even think Pruitt won 6.
Yeah, I gotta say, I probably Butch Jones is better. Yeah, Jeremy Pruitt was not that good.
He sucks.
He did suck. Wait, was Butch Jones? Butch Jones, when in 2017 did he get fired? I'm trying to remember.
After the season, maybe.
Oh, so he did. Oh, so he did coach. So if I'm correct, he did coach the 41-0 loss to Georgia.
Did he?
I think he did. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I think he did. I just looked at a picture of Butch Jones.
I know Kirby. I know Kirby in 2017 coached the 40-10 Auburn loss y'all had.
Yeah, but that's when we rested all our players. I mean,
and choked in a title.
It didn't matter because we freaking absolutely not curb stomped. We beat them pretty good in the SEC title game. We were coming back and we came out and freaking whipped
because
their
it wasn't
butt.
at Auburn.
Doesn't matter. We still freaking
I'm
beat
just
them.
kidding.
Still beat them, Mallard. But yeah, but then Alabama stopped us like they always do.
That's right. Who's your daddy?
Well, this year they ain't gonna be our daddy.
Not even playing.
Neither is Will, I don't think.
Yeah, Jerry, I saw my folks, the grandparents that I live with. That's what you mean. Yeah.
I got to see my grandparents today too.
Yeah, we had a Thanksgiving thing with my uncle and aunt and my cousins this past Saturday. So, and we just kind of hung around the house today, and we had some Thanksgiving food. It was nice, but it was really just the 3 of us. So.
Oh well, me and Lizzie just had a great time at Parkland Hospital.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't. I didn't see my mom and dad, Jerry. No. I talked to them, but damn it! Why do I interrupt?
Yeah, sometimes I have problems with my phone. Sometimes my phone just glitches, and then I get kicked off the StreamYard. It really sucks.
That happens.
Yeah, so that's why I use the computer.
I think that's what I'm going to do for my show for sure. When I get 50 subs, because that's the bare minimum I've got to have a live show. And that's something I did not know when I, promoted it.
You have 21 subscribers.
I do.
I have 63.
I'm looking forward to creating content, but also nervous about putting myself out there because it's a hangout stream, to get to know you stream. It's not, if somebody wants to talk football, that's I'm open to that, or it's really anything as long as, as long as I don't have to tolerate assholes. And Neo's going to be my mod, so.
Yeah, I don't know if I should start doing StreamYards on my channel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should do.
Looks like we got Neo back. What were you saying, Neo?
I can't remember now. It wasn't important, I don't think.
Was it about Parkland?
Yeah, it was.
All I was saying was I was just kidding about I was being sarcastic about that. Me and Lizard had a great time at Parkland Hospital.
We kind of did, though.
Well, yeah, we had a good meal.
Yeah, we did.
It wasn't hospital food, though.
Hey, it wasn't hospital food, and
Good.
it was good. They had a microwave. We had paper plates. We made the best of it. It was great.
I went to a place called Central Market and got a whole bunch of already prepared Thanksgiving dishes.
Turkey dressing. Let's see, cranberry sauce.
Green bean casserole.
Oh my God, the green bean casserole, and there was something else. Was it sweet potato, Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really good.
Games by whatever. And I don't think that's fair to the players either. All right, because our players work their butt off, all right, to be the best that they can be. All right, and to get criticized for what they work hard for to do so that you can be entertained. All right, so that you can.
That was well spoken by Nick Saban.
Yeah.
So much. I agree. We have some
He basically
asshole
told
fans.
him. He basically told him. He said,
Guess what, motherfucker?
Oh. But you haven't seen the video of Kirby saying, "All I want to do is F and eat."
That'd be a great stinger.
Oh, it's great. It's like he's like, but I don't want to play it because it's explicit. He says, "Goddamn gay day go by if we don't come out there with shit up our asses, ready to go. It's time to effing go. All I want to do is F and eat." And then he just starts saying, "I want you to eat. I want you to eat."
Good Lord.
Okay.
Yeah. Kirby. He had a little Nick Saban moment in the
Yeah.
locker room talk.
"Whoa!
Don't coach on an empty stomach.
Did y'all know? Okay, did y'all
Yeah.
know this? That not only by winning this game, so Ole Miss is now 10-2.
Yeah.
That's the first time in history that they've ever had 10 wins in a season.
Good for them.
In history?
Yeah.
In history, ever.
In history, yeah.
Yes, Jerry, they did take JFK to Parkland when he got
really?
shot. But yeah, this is where they took JFK.
You're at the hospital. You're at the hospital where
died.
they took JFK. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Where? Yeah, I'm here where he they called time of death. So yeah,
Yeah,
they tried, man.
1963, man.
Dude. And the stuff he was really wanting to do, there were some people that just like, okay, all right, this guy is messing up our plans. Wow.
Oh.
So it's wild. It's wild the stuff that that you hear just living here.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
That's right.
God, bastard.
28 penalties.
On who?
The Cowboys had in the Raiders game.
Wow.
Really?
28 penalties.
Did y'all see that the field goal, the whole field goal? And I just saw it and I was like, oh my God, how many penalties are there gonna be? There were like three. There were like what, 3 penalties?
Something like that, man.
My
I don't know.
God.
JFK was a FK machine. He told his buddy, there's I remember somebody talking about how he was privately talking to his buddy about his like carnal lusts, and he says, I'm not happy unless I've like had sex with a woman like 10 times a day.
Huh.
Like the man had a libido. Just wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ballard, why do you sound like you're in a tunnel?
That's just how the room is and how the house is. Really, it's kind of big. If I'm being honest, so it's also echoey.
Yeah.
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 I don't have any echo because I'm talking into a microphone.
I'm looking into microphones, honestly.
Do you have a headset?
Nah, I don't have a headset.
Yeah, that's. I got a.
That would help.
I got a headset out here. I should someday I could get a microphone and I'll have better audio. The person who has the best microphone, in my opinion, is Uncle Lou.
It's a good one. Yeah. He gives out good, advice to people who have, equipment issues.
He does.
Jerry Wells says there is no chance Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone.
What do you mean?
When he killed JFK, they're saying there's no chance he did it alone. He had help.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of theories,
Yeah.
second
There's no way.
shit.
There's no way he got in with a gun and just shot the president. That just can't be true. Can't.
Yeah, I mean, the angle.
Well, actually, here's the thing, though. I don't know if they were like really, I don't know if they searched people a lot, like searched people for weapons back then. Like, now they do now.
Yeah.
Back then, I don't think they were that strict. Now they're like very strict.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's the '60s. Like, I don't think they were that strict. And his brother, JFK's brother, was also shot.
Yeah.
Not sure how he died.
And then, one of them died in a plane crash. It's wild.
Yeah, my mom told me that a lot of bad things has happened to the Kennedys.
Yeah.
I learned from somewhere that it was like an ancestral curse put on them or something.
Exactly. That's what my mom was telling me. And now at JFK's brother, they had a stadium named after him, RFK Stadium in DC. I think they're tearing that stadium down soon. Where the Nationals used to play until they moved to their own ballpark.
Speaking of Washington, when are they going? When is their NFL team going to actually come up with a name instead of the football team?
I know.
Yeah, that bugs me. And here's the thing: I can come up with a great name that sounds similar to the old one without being offensive, like the Washington Kingpins. Boom, done. Go play. Like it's phonetically sounds. It flows, and you're in DC. You're the Kingpins. Go out there and play.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good name, actually.
That's actually good. But yeah, I don't know when they're. Hopefully, they can come up with a new name soon. You know how, like, the Cleveland Indians, they came up with a new name. They're now the Guardians.
What?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the Guardians.
I didn't know that.
I like that. If you remember.
You what, Bear?
If you remember, I remember telling you about it and saying I like the change. And that was cool.
Yeah.
Cleveland Guardians.
Huh.
Oh.
Close.
I didn't know the Cleveland Guardians actually won a World Series. I didn't think they actually won a World Series. They won 2. They won in 1948 and 1920, and they lost 2 to the Braves in '95 and the Cubs in 2016. And honestly, I'm so happy as a Braves fan for the World Series. I'm so happy.
I knew you were fixing to say that.
I know, because I
was happy for y'all. My brother's a big Braves fan.
I was a Braves fan when I kept up with baseball.
I'm a diehard Braves fan. diehard Braves fan. I've always been a diehard Braves fan. Oh, got my hat right here.
Jerry Wells says, most Native Americans have zero problems with the nicknames. It's just extremely wealthy, progressive white people that do not have a clue about Native American culture.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got a hat.
Yeah, I used to have a Braves hat a long time ago.
I also have a jersey, but it's like very small. And like I gotta get a new one. I might get one for Christmas.
Kind of outgrew it, did you?
Yeah, I got it like 3 years ago for my birthday.
Yeah, well, that's understandable. Your age, you grow fast.
Yeah, yeah. There's no question. I have been growing pretty fast. I mean, I'm like 5'10" right now, almost as tall as my brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting tall. I might be taller than my dad in the future.
You're 5'10".
5'10".
You're about my height.
Okay. Yeah, you know what's interesting? I'm like just about as tall as my grandpa.
So if you're only 15, you probably still got some growing to do, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I do.
Florida's just been weak lately.
I'm actually pulling for Florida State. I think they'll
No,
win.
hold on.
Yeah, I think they'll win.
I get embarrassed listening to my own voice.
Yeah, I don't like listening to
That
that
was
either.
playback from earlier in the stream.
I hate it so much. Like
makes
if I'm reading a piece in public and it's really good, I can deal. Because, I know how to, emote and connect to the audience and make a good performance and stuff. But just talking, I don't know. Recording my voice, it didn't sound great.
I'm glad I changed my avatar to a picture of Georgia's live mascot, Ugga 10. Nice, cute little picture of him.
Yeah. What was it, Will? I forgot.
What was my old one?
Yeah.
It was just a picture of me in a convertible.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a picture of me. It was when I had fake.
You had sunglasses on, right?
And get this, they were not real aviators. They were fake aviators that I had in a Halloween costume.
Is that what it was? Okay.
I had them in a Halloween costume a few years ago when I dressed up as a police officer for Halloween, and I had aviators. And I had them still, and I was like, oh, maybe I should just wear them. And then one day I broke the little, whatever you call that piece that you put around the ear, that you put around your ear on your glasses. I'm not sure what that's called, but I broke one of those, and then now I have sunglasses. I have sunglasses of a college one of my siblings goes to. Not sure where they are. Huh. But I had them here. Oh.
Yeah, that picture of Ugga is pretty cool.
Yeah. When I was on I actually had first it was actually just a screenshot of Ugga on the ESPN Game Day, college football game day desk. But then I was like, you know what, maybe let's get a nice picture of Ugga, and here's one. Just to show that I am a Dogs fan.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's no mistaking who I'm a fan of.
Yep, that's confirmed. Ballard sometimes changes his avatars. Either it's the BSM logo or it's a picture of Ballard. I'm assuming it's a picture of you on your college campus. Oh, there's another one.
This one? Hold on, you talking about that?
No, it's not this one. You're like it's a picture of you. This one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not at a college campus. I took that. This was before I even.
These
were like senior pictures. These were like graduation.
I was about to say it looked like a senior picture. It looks just like a senior picture.
That's a good picture.
Man, this is like the coolest picture.
Yeah.
This one,
good picture.
I'm in my car, and this was back when they were trying to ban the horns down thing for Texas. I was on a date this day when I had that date that I talked about on the morning show. This was from that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just I was waiting on her to get back, and I was messing around, and I was like reading up on sports stuff, and I was messing.
Yeah.
I wanted to troll Texas a little.
Well, let's see. The only other avatar I have is this avatar. And I mean, it's a good picture, but I prefer Uga.
Yeah.
Do you prefer Uga or do you prefer the picture of me?
I like Uga.
Yeah. Oh,
No-
you know it's
nothing against you, but I like the Uga picture.
Yeah, I agree. But Ballard, you know what's funny is my old YouTube avatar used to be a picture of me wearing a mask. I had a mask on and I was like, you know what, maybe I should change my picture. And then I was like, okay, I'll keep it this way. My YouTube profile is still a picture of me in a convertible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you go to
Oh,
my
is that what that is?
Yeah, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see.
Hmm.
Neo, yours is the avatar you have right now.
Huh?
Your YouTube channel avatar is the avatar you have in the StreamYard.
Yes.
And same with you, Lizard.
Yep. I thought about putting my face out there, and I decided against it.
Will, have you subscribed to Lizard yet?
Sorry, I hit the button accidentally.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Apparently,
problem.
you have to have like 50, at least 50 subs to go live. So I'm trying to figure all this out.
To go
To
live on
YouTube.
StreamYard?
On YouTube.
But are you using StreamYard?
I'll be using StreamYard in YouTube for the Hangout, but I don't know. Maybe I might not need YouTube for the Hangout show. I don't know.
Well, I thought you had to reach like 1,000 subscribers in order to live stream on YouTube. Or was it a certain number of views? Or maybe they changed the number of subscribers. I'm not sure.
I think the thousands of,
and that's just to go live. So
I thought the 1,000 subscribers was for being monetized.
Yeah.
I think you need
I'm not-
1,000 subs, and then you need like something like 4,000 watch hours, I think.
Yeah. That's only for monetization, but I'm not sure about live streams.
I know. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I know it's not going to be, as good as that. I want people, as long as they're respectful, to come hang out and chat and I'm going to be telling my story on sort of how I grew up and what the name Lizard Circus means to me and why it's Lizard Circus. But also I learn from other people by their life stories too. So
Yeah.
if the topic happens to be football, I can get down with that to a certain degree, because if I don't know, I was always taught, you just don't talk out your ass. You listen, you learn by listening. So I'm looking forward to the Lizard Lounge. That's what it will be.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Nice.
I would appreciate anybody's help who knows this better than me, because I'm coming at it fresh.
Ballard, have you subscribed to Lizard Circus yet?
I don't think so. I didn't know he was doing videos.
Well, he's just trying to start out now.
Yeah, I just subscribed.
I'll subscribe.
So my channel has a total amount of views, 6,305 views total. Ballard has I can't even count his. I have 63 subscribers. I don't think I meet the
I'm at 460. Haven't been on 2 years yet. It's growing. It's working on it.
460 subscribers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ballard, when I first subscribed to you, I think you had less than 100. I remember that.
I had I think when you came around, I was around 20 or so. I was still growing.
20? Okay, I didn't know that.
Something like that, man. I wanted to hit only 100 in a year. I didn't know how long it would take, but I hit a little over 200 within my first full year last year, and now I'm trying to hit 500 before. I don't know. I'd like to do that before New Year's to kick off 2022, but we'll see what happens.
Most
Yeah,
Just gonna keep putting out some good content.
I haven't reached. I didn't even reach 50 subscribers. It took me 2 years to reach 50 subscribers. It took me that long, so it's probably going to take me even longer to reach 100.
Yeah, Ballard. Most of the YouTubers that I know now, I met from Uncle Lou's channel. Ballard, I actually saw Ballard at on BVD's channel.
No.
Yeah, that's where I started out watching him. I already knew about Lou and Pete. Like I had known guys like that, at least those two, before I wanted to start my own. And then I found the morning show and BVD, and one person led to the next person and so on. But it all started back with Lou and BVD, and even a little bit like Pigskin Pete, but a lot of people have definitely helped me out, and it's good to be a part of a great community like this.
Yeah, I decided, like back like July of last year, I was like, you know what? I remember this YouTuber named Uncle Lou. I wonder what he's up to, and I started getting really like into Uncle Lou's channel, and that's how I met you, Neo, and
Yeah,
Ballard, and everyone. I started meeting people through Uncle Lou's channel.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I watched or I would listen in secret and not really have a channel that anybody knew about. But everybody knew Neo, and I was enjoying because he's introverted and can be socially awkward. So meeting,
Thanks for telling everybody.
yeah. Well, the truth, hurts. But the thing is that you're better at that than you were. But anyway, because I was kind of proud because he's got a bunch of sports friends on here because he started out he was real shy, and then we sort of as I sort of got into the community and put my own words into it and my 2 cents. We took a long time to decide, because Neo was like terrified. He's like, I don't know, people are gonna hate me. And so eventually he just, we just decided to be like honest.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal with me that I am when I'm actually talking to people face to face, I'm a lot more what's the word I'm looking for? I am more bold when I am when I'm chatting online than I am actually talking to somebody face to face.
But he went to Bob Olympics and he was, he was fine. He may have been nervous at first, but
yeah,
he finished it, yeah.
I couldn't attend the Slob Olympics. I had a soccer game.
Yeah, I remembered you had said something about maybe being there last year, and
Yeah, I know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go unless if I were to go to college like in Atlanta. Like if I were to go to Georgia State, because I'm not getting into Georgia Tech, it's impossible. But Georgia State, if I were to go there, I could probably catch Slob Olympics. I don't know if this feud will come to an end. Chess said Lou's not his friend anymore.
Right.
So I just don't. I don't know about.
I've tried to fix things with Lou, just trying to be the nice guy, but he's just
You
just call
stuck
it
up.
what it is. He's a
You
dick.
stuck up to him for. You stuck up to him for chess. And that's
true.
That's very good of you, Ballard. Very good.
Jerry, I don't know if I'll be talking about aliens to a very intense degree. It draws a certain kind of crowd that I kind of want to make sure that the show stays reeled in. Neo's going to be my mod. If you're coming to the show, anybody's welcome. Just know that as the show progresses and you find out more about me and more about my life, I don't know that you're going to like it.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna be good.
I just wanted to answer questions. So
Yeah. Jerry Wells says, "Ugga, I'm an animal person," so he prefers when I use Ugga as
yeah,
my avatar. Yeah, I like it too. What's
even
up,
though it is Georgia's mascot.
Yeah, even though, well, Lizard, does Lizard have a college football team or no?
yeah. In fact, when I was born in '82, the year Bear Bryant died, so that's how that happened. So I've been Bear forever.
Wait, who's your team?
His team is Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
both of us are for the Tide.
he was
Let's
named
see
after.
this.
He has a nickname of Bear that was named after Bear Bryant.
What? Get the hell out of here with that Auburn BS, and it's Big Al kicking.
He's just kicking ass.
Like Hank Hill. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Dang it, Bobby!
God dang it, Bobby! Come back, Dale. He's like, Dale. He's like, Dale.
What's up, Brian?
Dale,
Aunt
you
Crew.
went too far this time. Come back here. Come here. I'm gonna kick your ass.
In golf?
Well, that probably backfired.
In golf?
That backfired.
You're right. That did backfire.
You played that singer too many times when Trenches was trying to talk after the Alabama Texas A&M game, and then Trenches was like he just left, and then Neo was like Ballard stop, and then Jada was like Ballard stop the damn muting. Oh, but I
There
gotta
were
find.
some things said that night, Will.
You don't need to hear things like that. You just a boy.
Yeah, you know what? And then Neo said, "I'm telling you, Alabama's still gonna beat Georgia." And Jacob just absolutely lost it when you said that, Neo.
He was like,
Big dummy, see what you did?
He was like that.
Yeah, well.
dummy.
Neo, apparently you've been told you sound like Hank Hill.
Who told you that?
You said that. You said
Oh,
that.
I said, yeah, Lizard tells me that.
Yeah, hold on here.
Fire ants get right here. Dale! God! Oh, man. Dale, you went too far this time. Come back here. Come here. I'm going to kick your ass.
I love that show.
King of the Hill.
Do I sound like that?
No, not really. And here's the thing: I'm born in Georgia. I have no Southern accent, so I don't sound like, "Hey, I'm from Georgia and I love the Georgia Bulldogs, man. They're a great team of college football."
And the state of Georgia is the best state for propane and propane accessories.
I sell propane and propane accessories down here in Georgia. That's what I would sound like if I had a Southern accent, but luckily I don't.
Y'all gotta hear this. This sound on TikTok is hilarious. I don't know why, but you could use this for something. Make sure there's no kids in the room.
Oh.
Get your ass over here, mister! Oh, yeah! Pull over! I'm right here, you cripple-looking motherfucker! Come over here so I can wipe your goddamn face! Oh, this motherfucker got a drink!
Holy crap.
You're out in the middle of the road, and you...
It sounds like is somebody getting like pulled over by the cops or something, or?
No, it's supposed to be a guy just talking smack, getting ready to beat someone up.
Oh, really?
I'm right here, you cripple looking.
Jerry says Sanford and Son would get censored today, unfortunately.
Perhaps.
That was a good show, even though it was back in the 70s. It was 70s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
when Ballard said, "Make sure there are no kids in the room," he started playing it before I got a chance. I'm gonna say, "Will, you need to go."
No, it's fine. It's fine. No,
I'm just joking with you, man.
No, I hear a lot of people at my school always cuss.
Yeah.
Yeah, girls and guys, I can hear them always throwing around the F-bomb. Hey, when I'm in the hallway, I always cuss to myself. I cuss to myself a lot. I'm like, God damn it, what the hell?
Yeah, I was about to say I've heard you do it in the streams too.
Yeah, I try not to cuss.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't bother me. Don't get me wrong. You know.
Yeah.
And I was just messing with you about the kid thing. I mean, you are technically, to me anyway, you're technically a kid, but but I was
15.
kidding. But I was definitely kidding.
Yeah.
Sanford and Son would get censored today. Oh yeah, that pisses me off. Like there's God, my generation is so filled with the most uppity crybaby snowflakes. It's retarded.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I shouldn't say retarded. I'm sorry. I apologize.
See that
it's stupid. No, I can't say that. Hold on, let me think.
No, the first word
What do
you
you
said.
want me to say? What do you want me to? What do you want to hear? I mean,
I know. Well, the first word
I've
you
been
said.
trying to find that show too because my grandmother's talked to me about that show. You big dummy! See what you did. I come from this.
Well, what about the time where he just peeks through the little staircase and he's like, "You big dummy." I'm trying to figure out what.
Uncle Lou's stinger.
Wonder what episode that was. Oh, Ballard,
This is like 4 minutes of him calling people a dummy, and it's hilarious.
Sanford. You big dummy.
What a way.
I actually timestamped.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did? Oh no, you big dummy.
Oh no, you big dummy.
You dummy.
You big dummy. You're a big dummy there. I'm not kidding you. You're a big dummy. Dummy. Listen to a dummy. You dummy. You bigger dummy than my dummy. Dummy. Get lost, dummy. Look here, you big dummy. I got a dummy for a son. You asleep? No, dummy. Okay, dummy. Before this game, you was just a plain dummy. But after the night, you be a broke dummy. So to the dummy with the black mustache.
Well, what kind of life is it being the wife of an old man?
What kind of life you think it is being the father of a young dummy?
For every man, there's a woman.
And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
There's a dummy.
It's Sanford and Son now. But when I'm gone, the business will all be his alone. It'll be Dummy Incorporated.
Dummy Incorporated.
Who you calling a dummy, you big dummy? Where I come from, them is fighting words. This dummy here wanted to pawn it. And the reason why I'm here between you two dummies trying to sell it to this dummy. What a way to spend my last days. Sitting between two dummies sucking on a Tootsie Roll. Hello, Pop. Hello, Lamont, you big ugly dummy. One dummy ain't enough in this house. You gotta bring home Super Dummy. But if you and Rollo gonna be in the movie, I got the perfect name for it. Super Dummies. Both of y'all are big dummies. And I can't wait to see you starring in your first movie. Yeah. Deep Dummy. See these? I'm donating 10 to the March of Dummies. Here's the door, dummy. Great. Lamont.
Y'all get it. I'm not gonna play all those, but
yeah, I actually
apparently,
timestamped.
I guess he called him a dummy all the time.
Yeah, I timestamped actually a few of them in the comments.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, if you see my name in there, I actually did timestamp.
On that one?
I did, yeah.
Huh.
I put the oh no, you big dummy.
That actually was a good impression.
I don't know if you saw it. You could see my name down there. And then I put at the 025 where he just peeks through the staircase and says, "You big dummy." I said, "Was this in season 1? Because I'm not sure."
See, it's called Sanford and Son, but when I'm gone, it'll be Dummy Incorporated.
Oh no, you big dummy!
Oh my god, that was perfect.
Yeah,
dude.
I love it.
Oh my god.
He knocked the lamp over.
Oh. Damn, dude.
Yeah,
That was good.
I have good impressions of things sometimes.
Cold-blooded dummy. Who you calling dummy? Where
Wait,
I
Neo,
come from,
Neo,
them
what's that?
fight words.
Huh?
Wait, what's that noise? I can hear a noise coming from your phone.
From mine? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's like a boom. It's like a weird noise.
Oh, it's vibrating. Lizard's text. Lizard is messaging me on Facebook, and
Oh.
it's vibrating. It's yeah.
Yeah, I can hear that. I was like,
Interesting. Okay.
Jerry Wells says this is the latest I have been up in forever. Huh. Well, sometimes it's a good. Sometimes you gotta be up late sometimes.
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
Well, guess what, Ballard? It's currently Friday where I live.
Well, we're based on Bama time here, so.
Well, yeah, it's Thursday for you guys, but for me it's Friday because I live in Georgia.
Damn it.
Oh God.
Happy Thanksgiving, Jacob.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, Jacob. I agree. Georgia Tech does suck. I agree.
You big dummy, see what you.
It's true, Ballard.
I know.
I'm trying to
Alright, go
focus
ahead,
on
Jake.
Georgia Tech for this week, but you know what I'm coming out with next week.
Yeah, I know.
I can guess.
Yeah.
All that says you about to roll with the tide.
You gotta get.
I'm staying focused.
Roll with the tide.
You gotta.
I'm staying focused on Georgia Tech this week, but next week, I'm just gonna kill the A, and then Georgia will do it on Saturday. So, finish the job.
All right, Jacob.
Anyways, I can go live now.
Oh, really?
Wait,
Yeah.
Jacob, can I ask you a question? What's the requirements to go live on YouTube?
I think 50 subs. It used to be 1,000, but they changed it to 50,
Oh.
and that's why.
Oh, so I could go live too.
Yeah, I think.
Because I have
Subscribe. I need 50 to go live.
Okay, so I'm gonna test that out later, actually, or maybe I should test it out
I
tomorrow.
think it's stupid, but whatever.
I like that.
Jacob, you need to subscribe to Wizard Circus.
I think I am so.
Content is coming.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I am.
Content is coming.
Anybody watch the Egg Bowl?
I watched the first drive and when Ole Miss got turned over on downs.
You hear that word a lot when you're talking about Ole Miss. Is Ballard playing that?
What song is that?
Eat 'em up, cheer. I'll play. Hey, he came in here playing da 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 da. Whatever you Georgia Bulldogs have.
Yeah, well, you know what I got as well?
What?
I got our fight song. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You'll be hearing that a lot in
two can
Atlanta.
play. Two can play at that.
That's a good fight song, though.
Everybody next to you, give a shot. Go teach Bulldogs to behave. Send the Yellow Jackets to the lottery game. That's like we did. That's a shame. The Bama's probably get every play. Number the It's your side. You get your football power. Flip your side. Roll side. Roll side. Yeah.
Go Dogs, man.
Roll damn tide, boy. Woo.
I wonder what I should do when going live.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
Missouri and Arkansas.
That'll be interesting. Yeah.
All Arkansas is going to do is just run.
I don't see where Missouri is going to beat Arkansas.
Yeah.
I don't see where that's a good game at all. Honestly, just being 100%
Unless Arkansas has a bad day and loses like motivation, I don't see them.
I don't know who said it, but somebody said that's a good game. Like no,
Arkansas,
and I don't see that happening.
Arkansas is actually a decent team this year.
Yeah.
And Missouri is
I'm
not.
just saying, I still think they're better than their record.
What's your pick, Ballard?
Oh, I'd take Arkansas. Now the spread.
Your record is your record.
Well, what's the score? What do you think the score is going to be? Ballard.
I don't know yet. The spread is 14.5.
Probably 45-14.
Yeah, I was saying something like,
I think
49-10.
Missouri could get more than 14. I think they could put. I'll give Missouri. I'll give them 23, and I'll give Arkansas. I'll say 42-23. Arkansas.
I'm gonna say 40. I'm gonna say 49-21. Arkansas.
I don't see how Arkansas loses. Just like I don't see how Georgia loses to Tech.
Exactly.
Now I'll say this: it's possible, like Arkansas could lose this game, but like I said, they'd have to that would have to be like a. Oh, we're not motivated enough. The season's not as good as we thought. They'd have to really be out of themselves.
Arkansas is a running team. Missouri has the worst run defense in college football. So.
Oh, that's true.
And Arkansas is a running team.
And how about Arkansas's run defense? I bet that's good.
No chance at stopping that. I mean, Arkansas's defense is okay. They just have no pass rush.
Because they don't really have pass rush, but they have done a good job. If you look at it here, they're only allowing
Sam Pittman needs to find a way to get out of it.
147 rushing yards allowed. Compared to some other teams in the SEC and in college football outside of Georgia, maybe, that's a hell of a good defensive stat right there.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm just going to say that Arkansas needs to find a way to get out of that 3-2-6 because they're not going to win SEC titles with that. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Just not going to happen.
And I will say too, I know they're not in the SEC title this year. I get what you mean by that, but I would bet Sam Pittman is working on something with Arkansas. If he could work on recruiting, and they'll bring a lot back next year too. Do they take a step forward? I think.
He's losing.
This game isn't going to define much, but
No, he's losing a lot. I mean, he's not getting a lot. He's not getting a lot back at all.
He's getting some back, but
it's time to recruit.
Yeah,
Sam Pittman has done amazing with that team.
He has,
but if he keeps running a 2-6, I don't really. I mean, maybe it's just the best thing for his defense right now. But if that's the future for Arkansas, I'd be pretty concerned.
Yeah, I'd go.
I don't know enough about football really to comment.
Who said that?
Arky doing more with less. I mean,
Oh, I get what you're saying. He's saying Sam Pittman's doing more with less talent.
Yeah.
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 Well, I'll tell you what. Arkansas's at home. They're favored by 14.5. They're coming off a loss, which they played Alabama pretty close. And Missouri coming off a 1-point overtime win against Florida. Now, I'm not even going to say anything more about Florida tonight, but, would you take an Arkansas team who probably played Alabama closer than they should have, but still lost the game, and take them at home? Or would you take a Missouri team who has won the last 2 games, won in overtime, and say whatever you want about, it was South Carolina and Florida compared to what Arkansas. Forget that. For Missouri, a 2-game win streak versus an Arkansas team who could have had a 4-game win streak if they could have found a way to beat Alabama, which, based on what the score actually was, I mean, they had a chance. Who are you taking in this scenario? This is actually tougher to call than I think
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
I mean,
It's not at all. Missouri's the worst run defense in the nation. Arkansas is a running team. That just says everything for itself. And then Arkansas is just a much better team overall.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but Missouri's not that good of a team.
That's true.
Does anybody else go through times when, like, you're on StreamYard and then, like, all the voices start getting distorted?
Yeah.
That is happening to me. And I'm in a, like, hospital room looking across to, like, an empty parking lot, and, like, shit is spooky.
Well,
it's freaking me out.
Jacob, why is your avatar a U? Shouldn't it be a J?
I've wondered that too.
I tried to change my name, but it didn't really work out.
Oh, I see. But you always have a new name in here. GT sucks. I always have Will. Speaking of that, I think I have to head on out and probably go to bed because
Yeah, next week it's gonna be something different.
I'm gonna have to
and
head
I'm
on
not gonna
out,
mention
guys.
it.
See you soon. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
I do
All
have
right,
to go to
Will.
work tomorrow, so I gotta end the stream and
I will
get some rest.
Esco says that South Carolina, Florida, garbage. Well, thanks for telling us stuff that we already know.
Whoopity doo! This is news to me. Anyway, yeah, guys, I gotta head to bed. I got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna cut the stream off and just gotta relax. But happy Thanksgiving! Hope y'all had a good holiday and getting ready for rivalry weekend. And again, I mean, especially for you, Jacob, it's got to be good to have the out of conference rivalries back this year.
Yeah, definitely. Georgia Tech. You got a daily beatdown then, yearly beatdown.
Oh yeah. Auburn, we're coming to whoop your ass.
and then you're next, Georgia.
Yep.
Sure. Georgia's next in the loss column for Alabama.
Oh God, if only I wish.
Y'all are Miami of 1992. Y'all just gonna keep running your mouth all week. All week.
Yeah, but we look like
I know. I know we're gonna get humbled, but like, man, if there's a chance, our team is gonna take it.
Saban's.
You're outnumbered right now, Jacob.
Wait, we got 3 Alabama fans in this room.
Yes.
Roll Tide.
Okay, well,
you are outnumbered.
Well, Alabama, their team's not as good. Georgia's best team ever, or best Georgia team ever, at least.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Alabama, they're not going to stop Georgia's run game. They're not going to block our D linemen, so it's just...
We can stop the Georgia run game.
You can? How?
Will Anderson?
Yes.
So one player's going to stop
You really want to
stop our entire run game.
You really want to screw with that man?
Okay, we'll run to the other side of him. Okay, there. I mean, it's that simple.
Who else do we got? We got Chris Allen's out, isn't he?
Well, what are you gonna do if George Pickens comes back? Who's guarding him?
Please. He hasn't played a game all year long, and you're asking what we're gonna do if he comes back.
Yeah, who's guarding him?
Tell me he comes back in this game 100% healthy too. You cannot tell me that.
Well, our run game will, so.
Will Anderson, Henry
The game plan is just run to the other side of Will Anderson, and we're fine.
Henry To'o is still really good.
He's
in
good.
fact, he has more tackles than Will Anderson does. Will Anderson, however, leads in sacks at 13 and a half.
Georgia's allowed 5 sacks all year, so put that to the test. I mean, just double team him.
How about you shut up and let's just get to Saturday, get through rivalry weekend, and we'll talk about it next week.
Okay, well, who's blocking? Who's blocking Georgia's defensive line?
They ain't doing anything.
Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter.
Not against us.
Devontae White? What? Don't get me wrong up this
God,
late
they
at
raised
night.
the line in the Iron
Georgia's
Bowl.
defensive line is going to dominate Alabama's offensive line. It's not close.
The line is 20 points.
For Georgia, Alabama?
No, for the Iron Bowl, they upped it big time. I think when I saw it earlier, it was like 18.
I was about to say for Georgia, Alabama, I was be like, what?
No, they don't have that yet, I don't think.
Well, I think we were favored by a field goal in the opening line. That's all I remember. I haven't paid attention. But yeah, I'm excited for the game because, you know, I like our chances in a lot of areas of the field. Yeah.
We're winning the game. That's for sure.
By doing what? How many yards do you think you're running on George for? How many rushing yards?
Oh, we can rush 100.
On Georgia?
Watch what I say, son. Watch what I say.
Have you seen Alabama's run game?
Trust the process.
You ran for 6 yards on LSU. Don't tell me you're going to rush for 100 on Georgia.
LSU had a better pass rush.
Okay, you're crazy now.
Now I'm just screwing with you, Jacob. I'm just screwing with you. It's gonna be a tough game for Alabama. You have to admit it's gonna be tough for Georgia too.
Oh yeah, Alabama's
Let's get through this weekend.
I haven't seen him do it in a long time, but I think Nick Saban's probably gonna have to make some trick plays for this game. Because
Georgia would have to make trick plays too.
No, we don't. We can just line it up and run.
You think your offense can just go out there and do what they always do?
Run to the other side of Will Anderson, and yes. If Will Anderson's on the right side, I'm running left. If he's on the left side, I'm running right. See the strategy? And with the amount of blown coverages Alabama's had this year, I'd expect them to blow some more coverages against our receivers, especially George Pickens. I mean, no one's guarding George Pickens for Alabama.
Jacob, I have a question. You started to go live earlier this evening, and I got in there and said one thing, and then you cut it off.
Because I was explaining the game a little bit. I don't think I wasn't planning to go live for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I probably should plan to go live for a long time later.
Industry. Learn that name.
Learn who? What? Learn what game?
Kool-Aid McKinstry. You've been warned. I'm going to bed.
Esco says Georgia wins SEC championship game by 3 scores.
Whatever.
Interesting take.
Let's stop.
I'm kind of thinking the same thing.
What's his real name, Ballard?
Who?
Kool-Aid.
JaQuincy, but they call him Kool-Aid.
Yeah, JaQuincy McKinstry, yeah. Anyway. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and end it. I got to get up, be at work tomorrow, so. I'll catch
right,
you.
man.
See ya.
See y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, see you.
See ya, Jacob. Good luck, buddy. It's going to be a good game. I know it.
Yeah, go Dogs.
Yeah, whatever. Roll Tide. All right. Thanks, buddy. I love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving, enjoyed the food, enjoyed fun with friends and family. And to Georgia fans, well, first off, let's look at Auburn for Saturday. That's it. Just get through Auburn. But next week, we hyping up the SEC title game. It's going to be a good one. I love y'all to death so much. From a Bama fan, roll Tide, roll. Keep your head up. Jesus loves you more than you could ever know. I believe that. And I know God's got a great plan for my life. He's got a great plan for your life too. I don't know if you're like me and maybe some days you just feel like some stuff's just not going right, but God's got a plan. Just trust it. Be thankful for what you have, who you have in your life. Be thankful. I mean, I mentioned what I was thankful for on my video this morning, and definitely thankful for God in my life for sure. I know He's got a great plan. So I love you. Jesus loves you. God bless. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Happy holidays. We get to Christmas now. And to Auburn fans, open up the damn gates at Jordan Hare. Let the Tide roll in. Butt whooping coming this Saturday. Love you guys. Have a good one. God bless. And as always, roll Tide, roll.
It really doesn't matter what you think. All right? It really doesn't matter what you say.
Okay. Roll down Tide.